Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Let me see if you're. How about you?
I got a girl in Kalamazoo.
Zoop, 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 zoop,
zoop, zoop, zoop, zoop. And who's that from? What show? Zoop, 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 zoop. Just a quick one-off. Radar from MASH. He did that on the mic one time.
Okay.
You don't know every line from every MASH episode ever? Come on.
Not like you and Cheers.
You live a sheltered life. I'm pretty good on the Cheers stuff.
Yeah.
Good on Seinfeld. Good.
I'm unplugged. Am I supposed to be with my volume now? Okay. Well, the stream is going. Now, and then for the first pitch, I'll reintroduce so with Dave's in. Good morning and welcome to this special presentation of AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin. That's going to leave a Mark Callahan as we get ready for high school softball action as the Attleboro Blue Bombardiers, with a record of 4-2, take on the defending state champion Taunton Tigers, who come in with a record of 5-1. Kevin, should be one heck of a game today.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Taunton just ended a 21-game losing streak.
Winning streak,
sorry, with a 5-4 loss to King Philip. So they followed that up. I guess they were a little upset. They took out their frustrations on Sharon to the tune of 29-0 in the game after the loss. So if anyone's worried about Taunton not being back, quote unquote, they're back, people.
Exactly. Yes, and then. Beat Sharon 29-0. Beat Stoughton 13-0. Beat Franklin 5-4 in 8 innings. Beat Canton 21-1 in 5 innings, and then knocked off a dynamite Newton North team 5-4. Last time they played was April 16th. This is April 22nd. We'll see if that layoff affects them.
There is one concerning thing for an Attleboro fan. Every other game is a blowout, and every other game is close.
Yeah.
Taunton's last game was close, 5-4. Yeah. So Attleboro hoping to put an end to the blowout every other game streak. A quick shout out to St. Augustine, or otherwise known as Attleboro South, Tom Hull. Down, and we're just getting umpires' names.
Here we go.
Ray is one of our umpires, we think. So Attleboro comes in. Lily Ruthier will be on the hill today, or in the circle, as they say, for Attleboro. She comes to the game with a 3-0 record, a 1.00 ERA, and 21 innings pitched. She has struck out 17, only walked 2.
Wow.
And here's the most impressive part, and this is gonna be huge. Opponents are only hitting 127 against her this year. So, a couple changes on Attleboro in the infield. They're dealing with some injuries and things like that. Riley Camacho will be at second base today. Kayla Goldrick is at third base.
Yeah, Kayla's her knee's bothering a little bit, so she's moving from shortstop to third base. Lindsay Perry moves from second base to shortstop. And Camacho, this will be her first time in the field since she injured that right shoulder. She goes to second base, and Coach Homer told me, because that's the easiest of all the throws in the infield.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
But it can be a difficult throw from second base trying to turn the double play.
Exactly. Attleboro beat Oliver Ames 9-1, lost to Franklin 5-2. They like that one back. Beat a great North Attleboro team 2-0. Blew out Milford 17-2 and Foxborough 14-4 before dropping a 7-5 decision. Leadoff hitter Kayla Plum, bunt single right off the bat. Kayla is the designated player today, so she won't be in the field, and she is unbelievably fast. And Taunton with Kaylee Plum leading off and Casey DeMora hitting second. They don't like to stand around on the bases much, Kevin.
No, they're a fast team, lots of stolen bases, very aggressive, and that bunt reminded me of the old school Jerry Remy drag bunt down the first base line. Perfectly placed and a leadoff single for Taunton.
There goes the no-hitter. Smack, another base hit. So 2 pitches, 2 hits. Past Goldrick past Kayla into left field. So runners on first and second, and here comes Brooke Adams, a freshman. Aldrich, excuse me. Brooke Aldrich, a freshman shortstop, taking over for her sister Hannah.
Yeah, and 2 home runs on the year already, so not bad for a freshman.
Yeah.
First and second, nobody out.
Pitches
going to
low.
third, delayed steal. High throw,
pitches
safe.
high. So that's going to be a stolen base as both runners advance on ball 1 high. Boy, the action's starting right away.
Yeah, I thought I saw you with your head down. That's why I kind of took over there really quick. It was kind of a delayed steal on that. Destiny Miranda just a little bit late on the throw and a little high.
A little bit low. Nice stop by Miranda. 2-0. Destiny, again, Riley Camacho, who's arguably the or among the best catchers in the entire Hockomock League, injured early in the first game of the season. Destiny Miranda called strike from Lily Ruthier. Destiny had to come in a catcher. Coach Homer was saying on the bench during the first game, who can catch?
Who can catch, yeah.
And it was either Sarah Mayer or Destiny. Destiny's come in there, and Coach Nunez and Homer could not be more pleased with her work. Ball 3 low.
She's done a nice job. She stabilized the position. You know, Camacho's got a stronger arm, but she's very athletic, and you know, she's caught some pop-ups that maybe Camacho wouldn't have been able to get to because she's very quick out of the catcher's box.
Ruthier winds. That's fouled off to the right near first base coach, also head coach Carrie Consalvi. Nope. Yeah, that's Carrie. Carrie's at third base. Sorry, Carrie's at third base. Carrie, like myself, a Central Mass girl, grew up in Barre, Massachusetts, which is next to absolutely nothing.
I've been there. Yep.
Breaking ball off the backstop. Count remains 3-2.
Uh-oh, the umpire might hold that against you, Destiny. Foul ball off the fence.
Off the backstop.
Dangerous backstop there that came off and hit the umpire in the foot off of Destiny's glove.
Ray Tutchrow, our umpire, played at Diamond Regional Voc, graduated in '75. Fastball fouled off to left. Count remains 3-2. Brooke Aldrich is making Lily Ruthier work.
You know, it's funny, the first 2 batters, first pitch hitting and bunting and then a single, and now we're on to the 8th pitch for Brooke Aldrich.
Bob Simmons is our base umpire from New Bedford Voc, class of '68.
We'll go talk to Bob.
Shot foul. Ooh, and Coach Consalvi lets that go by. Anyway, she's from Bear, Mass, so she went to Quabbin Regional, was a softball player and a field hockey player, and they won the state title in field hockey in 1993.
Wow. That's got to be, like, so, I mean, tremendously exciting. I've never been a part of that. Lost to state champions.
Yeah. Fouls that off to the right as Brooke Aldrich getting ready to face the 472nd pitch of this at-bat.
Just a 10th, but we are in double figures.
Okay. Anyway, Carrie Consalvi, the second-year coach for Taunton, went to Sacred Heart and then wrapped up her career at Bridgewater State College, where she played softball. Breaking ball, popped a mile high. Goldrick back to get it. In play and foul. By the way, the wind is blowing from the northwest. Well, now it just shifted. Usually it's blowing in. Right now it's blowing out.
Tough play for Goldrick right up into the midday sun as she was going backwards for it. Emily Eby was coming in too far away from Eby. Lindsay Perry, the shortstop, couldn't get over there as well. So the 11th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Low, ball 4. And that loads the bases for Taunton in the first inning. What a great at-bat for the freshman, Brooke Aldrich. Against junior Lily Ruthier.
Yeah, patient, aggressive, knowing the strike zone. Well, you know, and that's why she's the 3-hitter.
Yep. Here comes Ava Venturelli. She's already committed to University of Louisville as a junior. She's only hitting .529 on the season. Ground ball, third base. Goldrick comes home, but the throw is high, and the run scores. Here comes a second run. So Kayla Goldrick, used to playing shortstop, the longer throw, and that's unfortunately going to be an E6 leading to E5 leading to 2 runs. Yeah,
so Venturelli with 4 home runs on the year reaches on the fielder's choice.
Yep.
The high throw over Destiny Miranda's head leads to 2 runs. Runners advance 2 bases. So at second and third, Coach Homer basically calls a timeout to reset the defense right now.
So runners at second and third?
Yeah, second and third. Nobody out for Haley Crockta, I believe I'm saying that name right, and who's only hitting .609 on the season. We did a softball Taunton game last year, and this Taunton team is so extraordinarily aggressive with their swings. If you're trying to teach a team, a young team, how to swing the bat in softball, this is the way. They are so aggressive throughout the lineup.
And not just in the batter's box, so aggressive on the base paths, as you just saw there, 2-run scoring. They force defenses to go a little bit quicker than they're used to operating at, and it leads to mistakes, as we just saw. Haley Crockta is up, as Kevin told you. She plays first base, hitting .609.
One of 6 Taunton players that have a home run this year.
Slashes that to right field. Foul ball, 0-1 to Haley with a bit of an open stance.
Paige Quayle getting a start in right field today.
That's right.
First start.
We should give the Attleboro defense. Miranda catching, Goldrick at third, Perry at short, the Lindsay variety. Riley Camacho, her first start at second base. Lauren Eby at first. Low pitch, nice stop by Goldrick. That'll prevent a run from oh no, they try to get the run. They get the runner at second for the out and the rundown, but scoring from third is Brooke Aldrich. 3-0 Taunton. One out.
So that's an RBI for Crockta as she reaches safe on a fielder's choice. Yep. Venturelli gets caught in a rundown and is out 5-4 on the rundown for the first out of the inning.
Beautiful stop by Goldrick. Called strike as Lily Ruthier took something off that one to fool Kylie Thorpe, the senior second baseman, hitting .550 on the season. Attleboro's outfield is Emily Eby in left, Mayer in center, and Paige Quaglia in right. Squares to bunt, fouls that back. Ruthier's ahead in the count, 0-2.
And just a quick observation, Kayla Goldrick, who played third base last year, but has been playing shortstop this year. First game back at third base, has had 4 balls hit to her right in the first inning already.
And she's struggling with a sore knee. The ball will find you. Oh, nice breaking ball. Strike 3 for Lily Ruthier, her first strikeout. And again, Kevin, not a strikeout ace.
No, she comes into the game with less than a strikeout per inning, 17 strikeouts in 21 innings. So, but can get the strikeouts.
And only
3 walks.
Wow.
2 walks. Sorry, only 2 walks.
Angie Lynch is up, an outstanding player for Taunton. Swings and misses at a pitch that had a lot of movement on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 to Angie, featured by HockomockSports.com as one of the 10 players to watch in the Hockomock League.
The whole Taunton team is a player to watch.
Riley Camacho made the list for the Bombardiers. Fouled, left field, past Coach Homer.
Ruthier way up 0-2. Important now for Attleboro with 2 outs to close this inning out without giving up any more runs and to see what their offense can do.
Let's curse Lily. She's thrown 6 straight strikes. Slashed or hammered down the left field line. Hooking foul. Count remains 0-2.
Emily Eby, the left fielder, quickly on that, and that would have gone, if that stayed fair, that's an easy double, if not triple, depending how how the ball rolled on the turf.
Lynch was the leadoff hitter last year, had a great regular season, and then went crazy in the playoffs. He had 20 hits and 9 RBIs in the regular season. There's that breaking ball, strike 3. They throw to first because it was in the dirt, and they record the out. So Coach Homer called timeout after the Bombardiers allowed 3 runs, and boy, did they settle down, recording 3 consecutive outs.
Yeah, 3 consecutive outs. So, and that throw down the first, I thought she caught it in the ground.
Yeah.
But, hey, let's be safe.
Yeah.
Throws down the first.
For Taunton, they scored 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 1 runner on base after 1/2 inning. It is 3-0 Taunton over Attleboro.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel helps setting up our equipment. He'll be editing this broadcast later. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. We get ready for the bottom of the first. The Bombardiers in a 3-0 hole already.
Yeah, it's going to be important for the top 2/3 of the order for Attleboro. They've been hitting very well to start the year. They're a little bit young at the bottom third of the order. Though good hitting, look for Coach Homan to play a little bit of small ball and put some pressure on the Taunton defense.
So here comes senior Liv Mendonca pitching, 4-1 on the year. Breaking ball just breaks outside of the strike zone. 1-0 to Lindsey Perry, the senior, today playing shortstop.
Coming off a 4-for-4 game against Fian 2 days ago, ups her average to 500 on the year.
Wow. And Lindsey, an outstanding guard in basketball. Breaking ball, that's fouled, nearly into the dugout, 1-1. Have you ever seen Lindsey on an athletic field or court not hustling?
Always hustling everywhere. I know her father, Hank, and if they don't hustle, okay, they're in trouble.
She and her twin sister, Haley, they hope to have Haley back recovering from a knee injury later in May. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate, 1-2.
Had some good movement on it. Now the speed was almost like extra slow. It was like a change-up curve. Kind of fooled Perry down in the count, 1-2.
Lindsey and Haley both. Can you imagine what they were like as little kids? Bouncing off the walls, jumping over furniture. Pitch is high, but fouled back. Count remains 1-2.
Going after the high heat there, and we've talked about that so often, how tough it is to lay off the high heat.
Which we all learned by watching the movie League of Their Own. She can't lay off the high ones. Oh, we got to give you the Taunton defense in just a second. Low, 2-2. The catcher is Casey Demora. Amaro at third base, Aldrich at shortstop, Thorpe at second, Crocta at first. The outfield left to right, Venturelli, Lynch, and Bizarro, and all 3 of them can fly. They cover a lot of ground.
Very fast, very sound defensively.
Low pitch, hammered to right center field, got under it a little bit. Making the catch in right center is Lynch. 1 up, 1 down.
A good at bat for Perry. She saw 6 pitches. You got to see the arsenal a bit for Mendonca, the pitcher. You saw some off speed. You saw her fastball. You saw her location. So even though it's an out, it's a good at bat. And now stepping up to play is Kayla Goldrick.
Yep.
She has a home run to her credit on the season, hitting .273 on the season.
Multi-sport athlete as well. Made the Hockomock League first team all defense in basketball. Call strike 1 from Mendonca.
Nice location there, outside corner, or outer edge, I'd say, not necessarily on the corner, but on the outer edge of the plate.
Oh, that
Fastball.
reminds me about, I got to tell you about Taunton's practice home plate when they're warming up before the game in just a second. That's high, 1-1. Their home plate is painted. So down the middle of home plate, it's red, as in a stoplight. You don't want the ball going over the middle of the plate. And then there's a yellow strip. And then the outside parts of the plates, that's where the green lights are painted on their warm-up home plate. Breaking ball, there's that changeup again, swing and a miss. And if that was a Bugs Bunny cartoon, she would have swung 3 times.
Yes, kind of like that slurve changeup thing going on there.
1-2 is the count to Kayla, just a sophomore. Breaking ball outside part of the plate, swing and a miss. First strikeout for Mendonca. And one thing we picked up early here, Kevin, both Coach Homer for Attleboro and Coach Consalvi for Taunton let the catcher call the pitches.
But there's one thing I'm waiting for you to comment on.
Actually, she is looking over to the dugout.
And there's another thing. I have an over/under of about 10 minutes before you comment on it, and then I'll see if you do.
Call strike, fastball inside to Lily Ruthier, pitching and hitting third, also a hoopster.
And that's the type of pitch that hopefully Lily took notice of. If she can get that call strike, that's inside. That's a tough pitch to hit.
Mendonca, the righty, winds from 45 feet away. Breaking ball hit very, very well to left field, over the left fielder's head, against the fence, a double for Lily Ruthier. No doubt about that.
And that's the type of hit that can give Attleboro some confidence to make their comeback. You know, it's 3-0, but it's early in the game. Fooled, you know, on some pitches earlier in the inning. So now Ruthier with a double to help her own cause on the second pitch, and now Lauren Eby comes to the plate.
What did you have for an average for Lily?
478 for Lily. And now Lauren Eby comes up with a 409 batting average.
Wow.
Lily's 12th hit on the season for Ruthier.
Eby, a junior first baseman. Her sister, freshman, plays left field. That ball's well hit to right. Might drift foul. Oh, what a tremendous catch.
A diving catch and foul ground in right field.
That's Bizarro out there. Hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Katie, is it Bizarro or Bizarro? The right fielder. This is what, our third softball game we've done, and that's the best defensive play we've seen this year.
Absolutely. Just laid out and stole it.
Yeah.
That's what she did. She stole that bat away from Lauren Eby.
Technically a foul out. That gets my multicolored pen out, a red star in the scorebook for the Bombardiers. The Bombardiers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base after 1 full inning, 3-0 Taunton.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel, the man running things behind our crew, will be editing this later. Peter Bray on graphics. Jim Jones, engineer in charge. Lily Ruthier, high strike in the strike zone to Liv Mendonca as the pitchers facing off against each other here.
Happy birthday to Dave Angel.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you for working on your birthday, Dave. Just another year older. It's one of those numbers that doesn't end in a number that doesn't mean anything, no 5 or 0, so he'll just move on.
Swing and a miss, and there's Ruthier's version of the curveball changeup. 42 years old.
Yeah.
When I was 42, I still had some cartilage left.
You can remember that far?
Yes, I could. All right. Well, when I was 42, of course, the telephone hadn't been invented yet.
That's true.
Breaking ball, hit to the shortstop hard. Perry steps, fires across the diamond. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. 1 out.
Wonder if Goldrick's feeling offended that the ball wasn't hit to her.
That's right, 4 balls hit to Kayla Goldrick at third base in the first inning. And just watching Kayla, she's definitely, I'm not sure which knee it is, but not that normal, swift, graceful movement we see from Kayla. So she's toughening out today.
And a bunt.
Squaring to
Ooh,
bunt.
hit her in the box.
Yep, hit her in the box. But that is Ashley Amaro, the third baseman for Taunton. Sometimes pronounced
Sometimes. We're down to 3 minutes on the over-under. I cannot believe you had not called attention to something. I'm going to have to tell you in about 3 more minutes.
Taunton wearing white on the road and Attleboro wearing blue? No.
Hey, good call. No, I completely missed that.
Spinning ball to the second baseman. Flip picked up by Camacho. Her first assist of the day. 4-3 if you're scoring at home. 2 outs. All right, Kevin, what am I missing?
All the Taunton players are wearing the signals on there.
Okay.
A lot of them
the
on the pitcher, the wristband to get the signals because they're so high tech.
Yeah.
And they can't be bothered to learn what the indicator is.
Yeah. Not when I'm benevolent czar.
I can't believe you haven't called.
Wow. Yes, as they're all looking at their wristbands before you pitch. Good point. Breaking ball as that screwball action slides outside. 1-0 to Kaylee Plum. Led off on the first pitch of the game with a bunt single.
Right down the first base line and scored earlier in that inning after stealing third base.
Called strike on the outside edge, 1-1. And again, when you take over as leadoff hitter for Angie Lynch, who was the leadoff hitter last year for a state champion, that says something. Got to find out what year Kaylee is.
And how strong is your lineup when Angie Lynch has dropped to 7th?
Yeah. Squares to bunt, another perfect bunt. Ruthier fields it, throws, probably should have held on to that. Backed up nicely by Riley Camacho. That's a second bunt single.
I thought that may have caught her coming out of the box, but I guess not. Umpire didn't see it that way.
Yeah. Oh, hitter, you mean?
Yeah.
So 2 outs. 1 on, and this brings up Casey Demora, junior catcher.
She lined one past the third baseman Goldrick for a single in her first at bat last inning.
Fastball fouled off to the right, hits the top of the fence. 0-1 to Casey, junior catcher.
Are you in the Bristol Glass parking spot?
Yes, I got it again, the Bristol Glass parking spot. I'm backed in, though, so my windshield should be protected.
How does that protect the back windshield?
What is behind you does not matter. Remember that when you're driving, Kevin. Breaking ball. No, fastball all the way down. It's a called strike on the batter, Demora. It's 0-2. It's a stolen base for Kaylee Plum.
So now Taunton has something going here with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position, a ball in play. Anything goes to the outfield. Look for Plum as leadoff hitter to have the speed to attempt to score home.
Yep.
Try to go home.
Third stolen base. There's the ball blooped into center field for a base hit. And yes, rounding and scoring. And her scoring, the throw came all the way through from the center field mayor. That allowed the batter to get to second base. So Demora has a base hit for an RBI, and now she's in scoring position.
Not particularly hard hit, just very well placed.
Yep.
Right up the middle, landed right behind the second base bag. Plum off with 2 outs. Did not have to hold her bag. Scored relatively easily. She went in sliding.
Number 3 batter, Brooke Aldrich, the shortstop, the freshman shortstop, took over for her sister Hannah, grounds it to Lindsey Perry, fires across the diamond to record the third out. 6-3 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be?
Exactly right. So for Taunton, 1 more run on 1 more hit, 1 more runner left on base. After 1.5 innings, it is 4-0 Tigers.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. You received a message, Kevin?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out. He was in Maryland on Wednesday. He's in Pennsylvania today. He's bringing our message far and wide. So hello to Jason Giddle in Pennsylvania today. So yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. If he just feels like traveling up and down the seaboard, but
he's not on the run from his probation officer, is he?
And now batting for Attleboro. I don't believe he is anymore. I think they caught him.
We head to the bottom of the second. Taunton in 2 at-bats has 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 Attleboro error. Taunton's left 2 runners on base, and by your calculations, only 1 of the 4 runs is earned.
Yeah, I had all 3 runs unearned in the first inning. In the second inning, that was clearly an earned run.
Attleboro will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Here's Sarah Mayer, the junior center fielder, also a hoopster. She'll be followed by Camacho and freshman Maddie Moran. So junior, sophomore, freshman is the order here. Squares to bunt. Picked up on the batter's box. The throw goes high and wide. Heading to second base is Mayer as the Blue Bombardiers do their Taunton Tigers impression there, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a bunt single on that and take second on the throwing error by the catcher. She bounced on it quick. It would have been bang at first base. It wouldn't have, but just happened to sail over the very tall first baseman.
No, it was the second baseman covering.
Oh, second base. Oh, that's why. She thought she was throwing to the first base.
Yes, that's Kylie Thorpe covering. This brings up Riley Camacho, the catcher, playing second base today due to an arm injury earlier in the season. And yes, now the Taunton players are checking those wristbands. Now I can't stop seeing it.
Sorry to point it out.
Call strike, beautiful pitch by Mendonca.
Sarah Mayer came into that at bat, hitting .455 in here, so her average just went up a little bit. Riley Camacho comes into the game hitting .556.
Cheekers.
A few less at bats, but the sample's getting bigger, so it's worth reporting on.
That misses low and outside. 1-1 to Riley. Yes, those wristbands. Maybe one of these days they'll have calculators, or maybe they'll go old school and have slide rules on their arms.
To figure out the algorithm of the next pitch. 1-1 to Camacho.
And again, when I'm benevolent, our players call pitches because games are invented for players, not coaches.
Looking to tag to go to the third.
Taken by the right fielder. Here comes the throw, sliding in, beating it, getting to third base, beating the throw of Bizarro. Nice play and a good decision by the center fielder Lynch as Bizarro was moving towards third base.
Yeah, she was moving toward and had the right angle to throw the ball to third, thus making that play maybe a little bit closer than I originally thought it was going to be. But a good piece of hitting for, they're going to appeal right now to see if she left early. Or why else would the second baseman be standing on second base right now? Now, this is a live ball. She happens to throw it away.
Yeah.
And she didn't. Safe. Did not leave early. Now, while we have him,
did she step off the rubber?
It might have been an illegal appeal.
I'm pretty sure you have to step off.
Yeah, so Coach Homer's...
Yeah.
I don't know what the rule, if she didn't, would that be a balk? And which would be my first balk call.
Yeah, in softball. I know. That's well, the home plate umpire and Coach Homer laughing at the end of that conversation. That's Ray Tushrow, Diamond Regional. This brings up Maddie Moran, the freshman.
Very happy 15th birthday to Maddie Moran today.
Oh, yes. As you see, Mendonca.
Twin brother Jack, who we called in hockey this year as well.
Oh, that's right.
He's also 15.
Who was breaking ball to Maddie on the outside edge, called strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's older. Probably must have both come out at the same time. No, probably not.
Obviously, the parents love Maddie more. She's the female of the pair.
Of course.
Swing and a miss, and a nice pitch low in the zone. 0-2 to the freshman, Maddie Moran. Designated player today.
A little bit low there. I don't know if that would have been called a strike. Home plate umpires had come more of a letter high strike zone today. 0-2 to Moran with 1 out, runner on third.
Breaking ball misses. Third baseman Amaro coming way in. 1-2 to Moran.
I saw the third baseman running over to cover third. They'll be aware at third base when they're on. 1-2 to the freshman Moran.
With both corners in for Taunton. Oh, beautiful pitch on the inside edge. Call strike 3. Kevin and I, those are the pitches we refer to as 1 a strike and 2 not fair.
Just unhittable. And now to the plate, Paige Quelia. I believe this is her first varsity at bat. Primarily a pitcher, a little bit of an outfielder.
Yeah. Left-handed hitter. Coach Homer wanted to give her a shot. She's been doing well in practice. That strike was on the high end of the zone.
Yeah, we've seen some high ones. And again, we talked in the fitting game, if you hear our voice,
yes,
go down. We don't necessarily agree with the umpire who's only 10 feet away from us. Keep him on our good side, at least in the early part of the game.
Exactly. Choking up on the bat is Paige Quigley, sophomore. Swing and a miss. And a heater up in the zone, 0-2. Paige wears number 24. Well, that reminds you of either Dwight Evans, if you're an old-time Red Sox fan, or if you're even older, Willie Mays wore number 24.
Both pretty good outfielders, I think, Mays and Evans.
Ball missing low and outside, gets away, trying to score from home, and tagged out at the plate is Sarah Mayer. So that means Quigley will come back up to bat, leading off the next inning. So that's because it's an out, it's not considered a pass ball, right, or a wild pitch.
Right, yeah, there's an out there, so it's just a ball. It was a 3-pitch at bat. Paige will lead off the third inning.
Wow. But again, so quickly we've got to get to a break. But you're not going to beat Taunton playing average baseball.
Right. They're fundamentally sound. So Homer, Coach Homer getting aggressive there.
Yep.
Sending it, if the ball was just a little bit further away, but it kind of stopped on the pass ball. She knocked it down, and it was, that's what's called a dirt ball read.
Yeah.
So a lot of players are encouraged. They see the ball in the dirt to take off for the next base. It just didn't get far enough away.
For Attleboro, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base. After 2 innings, Taunton 4, Attleboro nothing.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Taunton will send up their 4, 5, and 6 batters. Ava Venturelli, the outstanding left fielder, .529 average with 4 home runs. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. Looks at a breaking ball for strike 1. As Kevin told us, she's heading to University of Louisville, already committed as a junior.
Yeah, a lot of times the D1 commits, they commit as basically as freshmen, sometimes sophomores.
Man. Ball low, that's your 44-foot breaking ball, 1-1. By the way, from last year's Taunton team, Kelsey White is at Villanova. And Villanova is at Providence College this weekend. So Coach Consalvi was telling me ball too high. Almost the entire Tiger team is going to be heading to Providence College to support Kelsey.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Tomorrow.
they had 3 Division I commits last year.
And then Mackenzie, what's Mackenzie's last name?
McAloon.
Whoops, that ball is lofted into center field. Making the jumping catch is Mayer. Came in on that a bit too quick, but was able to recover. That gets a star.
That gets a star, but maybe it shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
No, she came in very aggressive, charging in, and then said, uh-oh, and then jumped and used her basketball abilities, jumping abilities to make that catch.
There you go.
Nice catch.
But anyway, for Mackenzie, I wrote down Brown. That's not where she's going. It's, what college that begins with B?
Bentley?
Oh, well.
Bryant.
That's it. Base hit into left field by the number 5 hitter, Kayla Goldrick, the first baseman. Came into this game hitting .609. You just saw why. She had an RBI and a fielder's choice in the first inning.
She's 1 for 2 and has lowered her average.
Yeah. Imagine that. 1 for 2.
What was your average?
Yeah, so that's the 4th hit of the game for the Tigers against Lily Ruthier. 1 out, 1 on, and Kylie Thorpe is up. Bunts it to Ruthier. Ruthier has time to make the play at first.
Wide turn to second, they got her.
And out at second base. A double play for the Bombardiers. So Attleboro being over-aggressive on the base pass hurt them in the bottom of the second and the top of the third. Tigers guilty of the same infraction.
Yeah, it was a sack bunt for Thorpe, and a wide turn at second base, and she just couldn't recover. Up throwing, was that Camacho that was covering on the bunt, or was that Eby back at first base? I'm not sure, but they threw to Perry at second base and got what ended up being a double play.
Wow. So it was 1-2.
1-4 or 1-3?
I think it was 1-3.
1-3.
Because she was anchored at first base, so momentum heading towards second, which is why she can make that quick throw.
Okay.
So then the second out, that's the second out, and then the third out is recorded 3-2-6.
6, I believe it was 6.
Yep.
Perry.
So for Taunton, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on base after 2.5 innings. 4-0 Tigers.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. You know, you watch a Major League Baseball game, 3 minutes of ads between commercial breaks. We're lucky if we can fit in one 30-second commercial. Paige Quaglia back in the box.
Corner's still in, expecting a bunt on the Page.
Left-handed batter, chokes up. Oh, there's that slurve, the slow breaking ball curve, swing and a miss.
It's a smart pitch, too, because the pitcher knows that Page has already seen 3 pitches already in the at-bat. So it does not start off with a fastball, but something off speed.
Called strike on a fastball, 0-2. Let's go ahead and curse Liv Mendonca. Hasn't walked a batter yet, it's only gone to 2 balls on 1 batter.
Yeah, leadoff Perry. Quillia showing bunt on the last one, pulls back and takes strike 2. Yep.
Outside, nice stop by Demora, the catcher, 1-2. Taunton's defense, Amaro at third, Aldrich at short, Thorpe at second, Crockta at first, Venturelli, Lynch, and Bizarro in the outfield left to right.
Beautiful day today.
Oh. Low, gets by the catcher Demora, but no harm done, no one on base. No, they say that God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th. She rested on the 7th day, God herself, because it was a day just like this.
It was a beautiful day.
Yes. Not too hot, not too cold, gentle breeze, which is blowing down the fence and left. Low, 3-2. Hope Demoro's okay. Took that off the wrist. She had the wristband there to protect her, though.
Good thing. That's why it's there.
3-2. First 3-ball count for Mendonca today.
And obviously panicking now with the first 3-ball count, so we'll have a little mound visit from the catcher. So. Now, good at bat for Quillia, down 0-2, fights back to make it 3-2. Page hitting on the 8th spot today with Emily Eby on deck. So they're going lefty-lefty here at Attleboro for their 8-9 hitters.
Or as Barbara Walters might say, wefty-wefty.
Baba Wawa.
Wee-wee.
I guess I am kind of old.
Inside. Tough call for the home plate umpire, and I think he got it right.
Yeah, just inside. Obviously, Taunton wanted it on the inside corner. Now batting Emily Eby, who's been known to bunt herself, has a nice swing.
Yep.
Put the bat on the ball. Down 4. Be curious to see what Coach Homer does here. If he does the small ball to try to move runners into scoring position for the top of the order.
Do you have an average for Emily?
Yeah, Emily's hitting 267 on the year.
Okay. High ball one to Emily, and sorry to Liv Mendonca's family.
You completely jinxed her.
I apologize. We mentioned she'd only gone to 2 balls on 1 batter, and
since then, it's thrown 4 consecutive balls. E.B. the freshman playing a good left field so far this year.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. So the Mendonca family, you have my permission to say, I wish that jerk would just shut up.
They can say it, but he won't do it.
Ow, what'd you kick me for?
1-1 the count to the freshman E.B.
Gets the pitch selection off the wristband. Squares to bunt.
Bunt.
Oh, what a beautiful bunt. Safe at first base, a bunt signal. And the Bombardiers, their 8th and 9th batters reach base to bring up the top of the order, down 4-0.
I think the bunt kind of surprised Taunton a little bit. It was a perfect bunt, don't get me wrong. And what I mean by surprise, did you see who happened to cover third in case Quayle continued on the third? It was the left fielder.
Wow.
Came sprinting in to cover third base.
Venturelli.
So first and second, nobody out for Lindsey Perry, who's 5 for her last 5. Talk about your jinxes. He's got her average up over 500 now, 13 for 25 on the season.
Did she fly out to center in the first?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
But I knew she
Base hit into left field, and Coach Homer holds the runner with Kayla Goldrick coming up. So the Bombardiers trailing 4-0 in the bottom of third, have bases loaded, nobody out, and Kayla Goldrick coming to the plate.
I meant to say that Lindsey Perry got her average back to 500 as she was 5 for her last 6, is now 6 for her, 5 for her last 6 now.
Yes.
So it's that's what I meant to say.
Yes,
Sometimes
certainly.
you stumble over your words sometimes.
Base hit into left field.
Best opportunity of the day for Attleboro.
Swing and a miss at a breaking ball on the outside edge. Kayla struck out in the first inning, one of 2 strikeouts for Mendonca.
Good aggressive swing there by Goldrick.
Big opportunity for the Bombardiers.
Taunton's infield is in.
High pitch is popped up. Into the roadway behind us. 0-2 to Kayla Goldrick.
The only problem with bases loaded is if you wanted to bunt, play small ball for that run is a force play at the plate.
Yeah.
Which eliminates basically 3 steps on the runner. Not that you would be bunting now at 0-2. But
Yeah.
it's a tough situation now with the force.
Quigley at third, E.B. at second, Perry at first. Foul, I flinched, right back at me. 0-2 remains the count to Kayla. Kevin and I pride ourselves on usually not flinching, but wow.
Try to be like the guy from 54 Giants, the season tickets at Fenway. He never budges.
Yep.
And there's YouTube videos of everyone scrambling. He just sits there stoically.
Giant glass, yeah. Outside edge, good eye by Kayla Goldrick. Actually not outside edge, just outside.
That's a tremendous 0-2 pitch, though. She's really moving the ball well, in and out, up and down, all over the plate, different speeds. Has the Attleboro hitters guessing a little bit.
Yeah.
Attleboro's best chance. Second time they've had a runner on third in 3 innings, but this is their best real good opportunity to score.
Ball missing, 2-2. By the way, we have yet to say hello to our Coach Homer's 2 kids listening. We'll get to that after this at-bat. It's become a bit of a tradition.
I only remember one of their names, so you'll have to inform me of the second one.
As Mendonca takes a second look at the wristband, which will be illegal when I'm benevolent czar. Ooh, that was high. Called strike 3 on Kayla Goldrick. That was up in the zone. 1 out for the Bombardiers. Bases remain loaded for number 3 hitter Lily Ruthier, hitting .478 coming into this game.
And Coach Homer telling him that it dropped into the catcher's glove, and umpire Bob said it crossed with the letters. I agree with Coach Homer.
Mendonca winds. That's low, ball 1 to Lily. Lily had a base hit to left field in the first inning.
Double.
Double, thank you. Whoops.
Yeah, the left center, she can replicate that again. That'll definitely score 2, possibly 3 with the speedy Perry on first base. Depending on the read, and if she can get a gap read on it, it could score 3.
Fastball lofted. Infield fly rule. Good call by both umpires. Infield fly rule. Batter out. Pop up to the second baseman. We want to say hi to Coach Homer's daughter, the lovely, talented, classy, elegant Brianna, a school teacher.
Oh, on vacation this week.
Yes, teaching the Utes of America right from wrong. We also want to say hello to his son, Jess Gregg. I'm not sure what he does.
No, just kind of hangs out.
Yeah.
I understand. Well, he listens to the broadcast, so that's good.
Breaking ball called, strike to Lauren Eby. Hitting .409 coming into the game.
Yeah, go ahead.
A foul out to the right fielder, Bizarro, in the first inning. She made a diving catch. Best defensive play we've seen this season.
Yeah, in foul territory with a runner on second and 2 outs. Right now, Taunton 2 strikes away from getting out of this bases loaded, no out jam.
Swing and a miss to Eby, 0-2.
Now just 1 strike away from getting out. So bases loaded, nobody out. Attleboro with their 3-4-5 coming up.
Man.
I'm sorry, 2-3-4.
Yeah.
Coming up with the 4-hitter. Eby up now, down 0-2. We'll look to put the ball in play.
Foul back over our heads. Count remains 0-2. We didn't flinch that time.
No flinching there. Tough to follow the ball, though, when you look up.
Yeah.
You're looking right into the sun.
Coach Homer's son, Greg, might have flinched.
Yeah, he would have flinched.
How did this start?
I'm not
How
sure.
did this start, Louis? Our
Started
apologies.
ragging last year on,
Really?
on Greg.
Our
I've never met him, but
Oh, a blast into left field. Bounces off
Oh, it's
the
in the
wall
fence.
and left. 3
Score
runs
3.
will score. A double for the junior Lauren Eby. And the Bombardiers are then won 4-3. 0-2 pitch, a clutch at bat. Wow.
3 RBIs. Attleboro catches a break with the ball bouncing well before the fence.
Yep.
I thought that was going to be a ground rule double, which would have held Perry at third. Because it hit the fence, there's not a lot of bounce off that
Yes,
fence.
right.
That allowed Perry, with 2 outs, off on contact with a real good secondary lead. Coach Homer talking to the umpire right now. I'm not sure about what. And Sarah Mayer comes to the plate. Oh, we got a courtesy runner on second base for Lauren Eby, who only went to second, not to third. That's Emily Quillia in to be a courtesy runner.
So a double to left field. 3 runs knocked in. It's a 1-run game. And the courtesy runner is
Emily Quillia, the freshman, Paige's younger sister.
So let me put that, okay. CR.
So with the mound visit from Taunton, I'm sure Coach Homer's telling Emily, the freshman, hey, there's 2 outs. You're off on contact. Make sure you work on that secondary lead.
Yep.
Don't get picked off.
Yeah.
And on contact, you're looking to score.
Right.
Anything into the outfield. She's a cross-country runner, a very good cross-country runner.
Yeah.
As a freshman, very fast. Look for her to score on any ball hit by Sarah Mayer. That gets to the outfield, kind of like how Taunton scored their 4th run last inning.
You know, in most families, the second child is usually faster than the first child.
Trying to keep up.
Well, exactly. You build up the leg muscles when you're younger because you got to keep up with the older sibling.
Sarah Mayer with a bunt single, hitting 11 for 23 on the season.
Sarah with an expression on her face like she means it.
Love the competitive spirit.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful pitch by Mendonca with late movement, swing and a miss.
An aggressive swing, just a little bit late on that. But like you said, it had movement on it.
Yeah. Emily Quaglin at second. 2 outs, 4-3, bottom of the 3rd on a great day for a game. Breaking ball, lofted into right center. That gets down. Quigley is going to try and score. She'll score standing up. We are tied at 4. The Bombardiers have now scored 53 runs on the season. Taunton scored 81. 81 in 6 games, or 5 games, 6 games in 3 innings. So an RBI single to right center. And this brings up Riley Camacho. Breaking ball, beautiful pitch, called strike 1. 8th batter of the inning.
Not Camacho's pitch there, just on the outside edge, taking all the way, kind of a change of Camacho hitting 500 on the air, flew out the right field back in the second inning.
Fourth hit of the inning for the Bombardiers, Kevin. Low, throwing down to first, sliding back in time is Mayer.
Gets past her, but rolls in the right field and backed up. But Mayer wasn't going anywhere. She dove back into the base. I would have had to get very far away for her to bounce up and get the second.
4-4, bottom of the third inning, 0-1 to Riley Camacho. Came into the game hitting .556.
We talked about the top two-thirds of Attleboro's batting order, but it was the bottom third that were the table setters this inning with the bunt single and the walk by Emily Eby and Paige Quillia.
Ball strike outside edge, 0-2.
1 and 2.
Thank you. Riley playing second base today. Attleboro had to move their infield around a little bit, and Riley came to Coach Homer before the game. You know, I can play second, Coach. Normally a catcher or center fielder. High in the zone, great job by Riley to foul that away to the right.
I love the approach of Camacho and a lot of the other players. She's waiting for her pitch, which is the reason why I think she took those 2 strikes. That one was right on the edge of being strike 3.
Yeah.
She knew enough just to get a bat out there, fouled it off, which is a very, very tough thing to try to foul a ball off. But at the last second, she put the bat on it.
Outside, 2-2 to Riley.
It'll be the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Camacho. 2 outs, so anything on contact. Mayer will be off on contact.
Wind blowing out right now. Fouled back right at us. Count remains 2-2.
That gets a 6 on your flinching scale.
Yeah.
I got about a 2 on mine.
Yeah, it was rats. No, the previous games we've done, home games we've done for Attleboro, the wind's been blowing in.
Yeah.
Today it's been swirling. Right now it's blowing out.
A warmer southerly breeze, if I can quote Jim Corbett.
Yes. Breaking ball, getting under that a little bit, fouled up. Nice catch by Demora, the catcher. Caught that breadbasket style, really quick reactions, and that ends the inning. Foul out to the catcher for the Bombardiers. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 runner left on base after 3 complete. We're tied at 4.
We got ourselves a ball game.
On AACS 15 Sports.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Angie Lynch is up for Taunton. Hit leadoff for them last year. Had a .455 batting average in the regular season, 20 hits, 9 RBIs, and then played even better in the playoff run to the state title.
Yeah, she led the team hitting, I believe, in the playoffs. Bunt, single,
she can fly, hold the ball, and she's safe by 2 steps at first base. Bunt single for Angie Lynch. She had struck out swinging in the first. That is the 5th hit for Taunton. So Taunton has 4 runs on 5 hits. Attleboro has 4 runs on 6 hits.
Taunton probably looking to do what Attleboro did, get the table setters down in the bottom part of the order, get them on base, and turn the order over. Attleboro looking for a quick inning to ride the momentum that they just gained by having 4 runs last inning.
And Lynch
stealing,
stealing on the first pitch.
Going to
third base. There's the throw, and she is in there. And again, she uses her speed to put pressure on the defense. She creates defensive mistakes. She did it all last year, especially in the playoffs, and she just did it there.
The ball hits the plate. You get credit for 1 or 2 stolen bases on that. She went from first to third. She stole 2 bases.
Hit the plate. I'm going to give a stolen base and a wild pitch, I think.
Oh, okay. So wild pitch to second and stolen base to third?
Yeah.
Because it hit the plate.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense, right. Come back with a strike. Attleboro pulls their infield in with the speedy Lynch on third base.
Mendonca is up. Grounded out to short. What's the count, Kevin?
The count is 1 ball, 1 strike to the 8-hitter Mendonca, grounded out to Perry at short in the second inning.
Now the Mendonca family saying he talks too much and doesn't pay attention. Pops it up to right. Lauren Eby makes the catch. 1 out. Staying at third base is the dynamic Angie Lynch.
The number 9 hitter, Ashley Amaro, grounded out to second in her first at bat. Attleboro keeps their infield in.
Yep.
Maybe not as in as if it was a dirt infield.
Yeah.
The ball gets you quicker, which is good. They can sit back a little bit and show their range.
Swing and a miss and a nice breaking ball from Lily Ruthier. Talking to Coach Consalvi before the game, I believe this is only Taunton's first or second game on a turf field this year. And we were talking about how the ball spins so often off the bat in softball, and even more so when it hits the ground in these turf fields than grass fields. And there's the bunt.
Squeeze.
Lynch coming home. She slides under the tag. Beautiful fielding play by Lily Ruthier. Flipped it to the catcher Miranda, but what a great jump for Lynch. Just too quick.
Yeah, too quick. I'm going to score that one. I sacrifice fielder's choice.
Yes.
So there's no error.
Right.
The squeeze worked. They made the play at the plate. That's the fielder's choice part. Bunt, she's safe, so it's a sacrifice, so it does not go down as a bad at bat.
Yep. So 1 out, so Taunton takes the lead back 5-4.
Play a
Leadoff
small
batter, Plum bunts it. She beats it out. Oh, gets her out at first. Yep.
I thought that was the right call. I knew you were starting to call a save. I thought it was bang, bang, but I thought the ball arrived. And quick thinking by Lauren Eby, trying to get the overrun at second base.
And so Riley Camacho was not lying when she told Coach Homer, I can play second base.
Yeah.
So that's a bunt, another sacrifice. And moving to second is Amaro. This brings up the number 2 batter, Casey Demora.
I do have a question for you after this pitch. You may not know the answer.
Hard to the shortstop. Perry, low throw. Beautiful scoop by Lauren Eby to get Demora. Demora had a base hit to left field in the first and scored. And an RBI. Was that an RBI single to center in the?
No, she's had. No, that was a Brick Aldrich. Oh, sorry, that was Demora. Yes, she had an RBI single to center.
Okay, so I missed one of Taunton's hits. So Taunton has 1 more hit than I gave him credit for. So for Taunton, they get 1 run in that inning on 1 hit and a couple of sacrifices. 1 runner left on base. After 4 innings, Taunton has 5 runs. And Peter Bray, let's get this right, 5 runs on 6 hits.
6 hits, yeah.
Attleboro, 4 runs on 6 hits. We'll be right back.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan. Still wondering when we started to pick on Coach Homer's son Greg so often.
Maybe it was when he was doing hockey, when he was the coach of Attleboro hockey team.
I'm not
Maybe
sure. We take great delight in it. Not sure if Greg does.
Probably not.
No, I'm sure he's a fine young man. Go ahead. You can ask his probation officer.
Exactly.
He'd agree with us.
No, he missed his last appointment.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Okay.
He's tracking down Gittle in Pennsylvania.
Attleboro will send up, where
Maddie
am I
Moran.
here? Maddie Moran, the freshman, struck out looking on a great pitch from Mendonca in the second. Ball missing on the outside. She'll be followed by Paige Quaglia and Emily Eby, bottom third of the order, who've been very effective
Yes.
last inning. Mendonca takes an extra look at the wristband. Misses low, 2-0.
From the Attleboro point of view, now they need to stay up as Taunton is averaging just over 12 runs per game.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep attacking, so Attleboro can't get down and trust their own offense to keep making their comebacks. As they trail 5-4 here in the 4th inning.
Low and in, 3-0. Yes, Taunton scored, and listen carefully, 29 runs in 5 innings against Sharon on April 8th. 21 more against Canton in 5 innings on April 13th.
So they can put them up in a hurry.
Yeah.
And then a bunch. I think they had a 14-run inning in one of those games.
Wow, 2 touchdowns?
Yeah,
Also,
and extra points.
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, just because it's 3-0.
3-1.
Now, that's the automatic strike on 3-0.
That wasn't even close.
Put it this way, I'm glad you didn't swing at it.
Yeah.
As we lower our voice, because we know we can be heard.
3-1 to Maddie Moran. Ball 4 high. In cooking and soufflés, no difference. Leadoff walk for the Bombardiers, trailing 5-4 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Look for a pinch runner here from Maddie Moran, and look for a bunt from Paige Quillia.
It's just the second walk allowed by Mendonca.
Correct, yes. So now Attleboro looking to do what Taunton just did to try maybe play a little small ball to generate on the run. Is that Hillman?
That's 22 coming in, who's not on my program.
Not on mine either. I'll see if I can get an answer for you.
Finally, that Callahan's out of here. Now we can tell you what we really think of him. So the courtesy runner at first base. Oh, Mary Bosch, yeah. She's normally in the starting lineup,
Yeah,
which is why we don't have her as a sub.
I don't know how I
missed that.
That's terrible. I mean, my apologies to the Bosches. Speedy runner at first.
Squaring to bunt. Ooh, a fastball. What a beautiful pitch. That was, I think, a rise ball.
Yeah, that was definitely a riser for sure.
Went right over Paige's bat.
So she saw it here,
Yep.
and you can't see me, but I got my bat out,
Yep.
and the ball went above it.
Paige walked and scored last inning. Scored the Bombardiers' first run, came home on that 3-run double by Lauren Eby.
All the infielders are looking at the signals to see what cycle they're going to put on for the bunt.
Way in at the corners. Here they come.
Pulls back, ball.
1-1.
One. Everybody and their mother expecting a bunt here out of Paige Quillia. Coach would like to have a conference with Paige Quillia.
It's getting the count, make sure the count is right at 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 the count. And the game goes to a slightly slower pace when it's a close game.
Yeah.
Every pitch, every run mattering.
We speak good, folks.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, we want to thank Cameron Merritt from the Taunton Gazette, who helped us. Kevin did all kinds of research on the Taunton team and then left his notes at home. And Cameron Merritt for the Taunton Gazette, we were talking to him before the game. Oh,
was popped up.
Popped up, caught by the third baseman. Diving back to first base in time was Mary Bosch. And Amaro, do you know the guts it takes to charge in that fast from third base?
And then fired to first, and Bosch did a real nice job because on a bunt, it's almost, you're thinking as a runner, I have to get to second. It's almost like a steal. Froze and got back to first base. Good play as Emily Eby steps up to the plate. Who had a bunt single.
And scored a run last inning. Swing and a miss at a beautiful pitch on the outside edge by Liv Mendonca, the senior. 0-1.
Eby looked just a little bit fooled on that. I don't know if that was that riser again as she swung under it, but it also hit the outside corner. Very difficult pitch to hit.
The variety of pitches these elite high school softball pitchers have is amazing. Low ball gets away from Demora, which happens about once or twice a month. Moving down to second base is Moran. We're going to call that a wild pitch.
Yeah, wild pitch.
Excuse me, down to second base is Bosch. Running for Moran. So it's 1-1?
1 ball, 1 strike, yes. So in a sense, the bunt sort of worked together. Yeah. She's down to second, and there's 1 out, and that's the situation they hoped Emily Eby would be in with a runner on second and 1 out. How's that for spin?
Fouled off to right. Who was that? That was Mayer. She flinched a little.
She flinched.
1-2.
Went diving back into the dugout. Pretty sure that won't get picked up on camera, so I can exaggerate just a bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the freshman EB playing left field.
Ball low, nice stop, Demora. Count is 2-2. Yes, Kevin and I usually were much better broadcasting on radio.
Exactly.
Because we can get away with making stuff
never
up.
missed a pitch.
Yes, exactly.
We've never missed a whole batter and wondered if the team was batting out of order.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
No, we both did that.
Well, I'll tell you the worst time I ever did that.
Good piece of 2-strike hitting there.
Yes. I believe it was 2018. I was calling the Division I State Championship softball game at Worcester State for the National Federation of High School Sports. Taunton won that. Screwed up the batting order in the 5th inning.
Only in the middle of the game.
Of course, at Worcester State, they don't let us use the press box. So you're calling the game from center field.
That's like 200 feet away. It's not 300, 400 feet away.
Called strike 3. That was a great pitch by Mendonca.
Yeah, I agree with that call.
Yep.
I'm sure Emily thought maybe it was a little up and a little in, but I think it crossed on the black and it was just under the letters. So 2 outs for Lindsey Perry, so Bosch will be off on contact.
3rd strikeout for Mendonca against 2 walks. Top of the order. Lindsey's flown out to center. Base hit to left and scored a run. Called strike on the outside edge.
0-1.
And Lindsey is at 5 of her last 6. She's got a hit.
4. Yeah, 5 of her last 6. If she gets a hit this time, it'll be 6 of her last 7.
Yes, he's deep, he's perceptive, he sees things, folks.
Just a bit of high.
By the way, yesterday at Fenway Park, they had the memorial celebration for Jerry Remy.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Kevin applied for that job as Red Sox color commentator. He came in 472nd
thank you.
on their choices. He got the rejection letter, which was very similar in wording to the rejection letter you got from many colleges.
You have many colleges.
During your senior year in high school.
We appreciate all the effort you took to put in this application.
Yeah.
This will be our last correspondence.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Lindsey Perry.
Do not contact us again.
Yes, really.
1 and 2 to the leadoff hitter Perry. He's hitting 500 this year.
Oh, base hit into center field, protecting the plate well. Here comes the throw home. Sliding in is Mary Bosch. The game is tied at 5. An RBI single for Lindsey Perry on an exceedingly tough pitch to hit.
Very tough, deep in the count, and it's tied up 5-5.
Wow.
Just to put things in a little bit of perspective too, last year, I think it was last year, correct me if I'm wrong, Attleboro was the only team to score against Taunton going into the playoffs. And this year, Taunton has given up 14 runs coming in, a little over 2 a game, and Attleboro has now put up 5 against Attleboro, against Taunton.
First hit of the inning, drives in Bosch from second, tied at 5, and here comes Kayla Goldrick. Foul tip into the mid. Kayla struck out swinging and looking so far against Mendonca. So 5 runs now on 7 hits for the Bombardiers.
And Attleboro not backing down, coming back from 4-0, and now it's tied up 5-5. Second time they've tied the game.
Foul tip again.
I think she fouled it off the plate. Had that kind of sound that it hit the plate.
Boy, you know, Attleboro against Bishop Fee in their 7-5 loss. Couple of mental mistakes. Wasn't their best day. Ladies are playing well today, Kevin.
No, we've talked about it. Feehan is what 4, and they were 5. Taunton's 4. KP is 6, and they got those games coming up or active in them right now.
Ball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kayla.
And Attleboro is hanging there, right there with them. If you want to call it a moral victory against Feehan, but you can only have so many of those. You need to turn the moral into real victories.
Yep.
And take advantage if the opportunity is there, like the Feehan game, but now like this one is presenting. Good piece of hitting.
Ball protects that well. Another outstanding catch by Bizarro in right field. Katie Bizarro not batting in the lineup, but she's in right field and has made 2 Red Star plays in my book.
That had a weird spin coming off of it, as I think Goldrick got it down near the end of the bat. Good, real good 2-strike hitting there.
Yeah.
For Goldrick, and a little bit windy. She read it perfectly, didn't panic, and then real nice catch in right field.
1 run, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base for the Bombardiers. After 4 complete, we are tied at 5, and gosh, I'm enjoying this game.
It was a great game.
We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports.
J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com. Claudino's Auto Repair.
Apologies to Claudino's Auto. We're not going to have time for that.
Oh, they fix cars. Okay, you got it.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We want to be a little more complimentary towards our sponsors, Kevin. By the way,
yes, we do. No,
when I'm not doing this, I usually host my show Pontificating with Paul and the Proletariat, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. till noon on 1320 WARA, all over the world at WARAradio.com. When the show's good, it's very good. When it's bad, it's utter drivel, but it's never average.
Yeah, good point.
And the owner of the betting center, Tom Rafferty, had on as a guest today,
nice.
one of our sponsors. Up for Taunton is the outstanding Brooke Aldrich, the freshman shortstop. Walked and scored in the first, ground out to short in the second. Taking over as shortstop for the defending state champions as a freshman. No pressure.
No pressure there.
Oh, a shot up the middle. Great self-defense by Lily Ruthier to get her glove up. And that is a base hit on what a bullet by Aldrich.
Yeah, the way it came off her glove, I was wondering if it had a chance to go to Perry
Yeah.
at shortstop.
Yeah.
And it was hit so hard that Perry would have had a chance to throw her out at first.
Yeah.
And again, Ruthier just missed catching the ball, kind of like the play against Lindsay Perry against Fien that just missed her glove by inches on a hit.
Whoops.
That's a single all the way.
Put that in the wrong place.
That might be the hardest hit ball of the game.
Yes. Base hit to center for Aldrich. Ava Venturelli came into the game hitting .529 with 4 homers. She reached on her fielder's choice in the first. A nice catch by Attleboro center fielder Mayer in the third.
That's right, that was that leaping catch.
Yes.
The wind played a little bit. She aggressively charged in and then jumped.
Yeah, wind's blowing out today, so that's a base hit to center.
Ooh, a hit and run play. Heads up, Blue.
Yep. Backstop is very close to home plate. And Coach Homer's, I think.
There are more conversations in softball than baseball. That I've noticed with the umpire during the innings.
I think he's concerned about the runner leaving first base early. What's the count on Ava?
0-2.
0-2. She's heading to Louisville. Should we mention that again, or we mentioned it enough?
I think it's really cool, though.
It is cool.
You get your Hockomock people with Division I commits.
Yep.
She went. Ooh, she didn't go.
And stolen base.
Stolen base.
On ball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow. Okay. I thought she broke the wrist. You'll have to decide for yourself when you rewatch the game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on second now.
4th stolen base for Taunton, as they love to put pressure on defense. Lofting that up to deep left field. Making the catch is EB. Tagging and going to third. And getting there is Brooke Aldrich. Wow.
That's some speed there.
That's and
aggressiveness.
And surprise. EB didn't expect that.
Yeah, and again, freshman outfielder, first time playing varsity Taunton.
Yeah.
And they're going to be aggressive. So what you have to do there is you have to line yourself up and just come up firing the third base and let her stop and go back to second. So infield in for Attleboro.
Haley Crosher looks at ball 1 high, came into the game hitting .609. Had a RBI in the first on a fielder's choice and a base hit to left field in the third.
And that was Ruthier's, I think, fastest pitch she just threw was high for a ball, but I had a lot of pop on that fastball.
Take something off that, fouled off to the right. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Taunton now with 5 runs on 7 hits. There's been 1 Attleboro error. Taunton's only left 2 runners on base all game. Oh, wait, 3.
I have 3.
Yeah.
You were close.
Yeah. Haley looks.
Oh, it's
shot base hit as the infield was slightly in. That got by Perry. And Taunton takes the lead back 6-5.
RBI single.
Third lead change of the game.
Attleboro yet to enjoy a lead, has come back and tied it up twice.
Oh, that's right, not lead change. That's right. Yeah.
Well,
okay, yeah.
It kind of is.
Yep. 8 hits now for Taunton on the day.
Kylie Thorpe steps up to the plate. She's struck out and has a sacrifice bunt.
Low, nice stop by the catcher, Miranda. Attleboro defensively, Miranda behind the plate, Goldrick at third, Lindsay Perry at short, Riley Camacho her first game at second, Lauren Ebby at first, Emily Eby in left, Mayer in center, Paige Quigley in right.
Kylie Thorpe, the University of New Haven commit, will be playing some softball there.
Right.
Foul back to the backstop. One ball, one strike.
Her mother, I think the official photographer for the team, that was a beautiful camera she had stand. She was standing next to us taking pictures, and well, she couldn't take listening to us anymore and had to move.
Can you blame her? She's on the roof of Brennan now. Yeah. Wow, she really got far away.
Fouled off to the right. Kenan referring to Brennan Middle School about 1,000 feet away in right center field. Yeah, that's far enough. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kylie Thorpe, hitting 550 coming into the game. Has struck out, has a sacrifice bunt, or did you already mention that?
I mentioned it, but it's okay. It bears repeating. Taunton bench comes alive. Bunt.
Bunt in front. Ruthier's on it. Oh, what a beautiful play to get the out at first. Lily Ruthier reacting quickly, throwing down to Eby. Moving to second base is Crutcher.
And on a 1-2 pitch, bunt.
Wow.
Putting a little surprise out there. Just in case you're not aware of the rules, if you foul it off on a bunt with 2 strikes, it is a strikeout and no advancements can be made.
Right.
So it's a gutsy decision to make by the Taunton coach. 2 outs now, runner on second. 1 run in this inning.
6 called strike. Beautiful pitch on the inside corner. There it is. It is definitely a strike and definitely not fair.
That's a great pitch. That's if you're up against the plate there, you really got to get the hips going real soon, and when you observe that pitch coming in and turn on it.
Lynch pops it up again. The leadoff hitter last season, it's 0-2 on Angie. Hit .455 in the regular season, and then in the playoffs kept up with the speed, but then showed her power game.
Right.
Kept wrapping doubles into the gaps in their playoff run to the state title.
She showed her speed this game by advancing to third on a wild pitch.
Yeah.
And stole third.
Blast that to left field into the area that's out of play. 0-2 to Angie Lynch.
Taunton leads 5-0. No, they don't. They lead 6-5.
6-5, yeah.
Here in the top of the 5th.
Kevin, leave the mistakes to me. We've gone over this.
It's just simple arithmetic.
Oh, a beautiful shot to left field on the line over the head of Emily Eby. 1 run will score.
It's going to third.
Heading all the way to third base and trying to score. Here's the throw.
Oh, it should not have been caught. Should have let that go.
Yep, infield. That's a inside the park home run for the incredibly speedy Angie Lynch. You're right, without the cutoff throw, it might have been closer at the plate. And for an outfielder, do not judge Emily Eby too harshly. The toughest ball to judge and catch is the line drive, eye level right at you.
Right at you, and it carried over her head. And again, I thought it might have was going to bounce over the fence, and it did not. And Lynch, we talked about her speed. That's her 2nd home run of the year. You know, it was thinking 3 as soon as it got past Eby.
Yep. And way to make me look good, Angie. We were talking about how it was last year during the playoff run that people first saw your power stroke. Follows it up with a home run, 2-run homer, missing on the outside. What's the count to Liv Mendonca?
2 balls, no strikes. Liv, the starting pitcher's 0-for-2. Ground out to short and a pop up to first base in fair territory.
Boy, was that a laser shot to left field by Lynch. Taunton 3 runs this inning to take an 8-5 lead.
Oh, that's trouble. Oh, no, it's not.
Mayer gets that in center field. Another nice fielding play by Sarah. That's the 3rd out of the inning, but for Taunton, 3 more runs and 3 more hits, so they now have 8 runs on 9 hits to take an 8-5 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep? Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508 226-8090.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Air Supply Callahan, Dave Angel helping with our technical crew. Will edit this broadcast later on. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. How you doing, Kevin?
I'm doing great. Would you like to know if Taunton has a new pitcher or not?
Does Taunton have a new pitcher?
Yes, they do. Number 42. We see it as Catherine, but I saw it on Hawk Sports as Kate Larson, who has been their primary reliever.
Wow.
And if reading my notes is correct, she is 1-0 in here.
You mean the notes you left at home?
New pitcher, yep.
Thank you very much.
Any other changes that you were? Okay. We'll chat later.
That's our home plate umpire, Ray Touchrow.
We're going to keep you in the dark on some of these.
Yeah.
Kate Larson, the freshman pitcher. So I have her as 1-0 on the year. She got the win in the extra inning victory against Franklin. I believe that was 5-4 in 8 innings, where she threw 2 scoreless innings.
And I just had my head down. What was that?
First pitch to Lily Ruthier, who 1 for 2, was a ball low and in.
Okay, Lily. Yep. Double to left field. Attleboro's first hit in the first inning, and then infield fly rule pop up to second base in the third. Lily, number 3 batter. Ball 2-0. Lily came into the game hitting .478. By the way, Kevin, you're referring to your notes on Taunton. You mean the notes you left at home on your?
I was so engrossed
desk?
in my meeting, in my staff meeting via Zoom, that I just forgot my notes at home. You know how exciting those staff meetings can
Yes,
be.
ground ball, foul, 2-1 to Lily. Yes, Kevin had the Zoom camera up high, so they couldn't tell. His face was on screen. But on desk level, he was preparing for this game.
I went to Jetsons where I put a picture up of my face on Zoom.
Ground ball to the shortstop, Aldrich.
Goes
high
high.
throw. She's safe at first base. I'd love to give Lily an infield hit, but I think that's an E6.
I think a good, perfect throw there. She's out at first base. Ruthier hustling down the line, to her credit.
Yep.
Everybody hustles, especially at the high school level. But a throw that just kind of sailed away from her. The old release point. She's tall and released high.
Yeah, and
Lauren Eby.
Don't judge Miss Aldrich too hard. She can still play shortstop for me anytime.
Yeah, exactly.
Lauren Eby is up. Lauren was a victim of a diving catch by Katie Bizzarro in right field. Call strike in the inside corner. That's going to be a pass ball. Moving down to second base is Ruthier. And then Taunton had a 4-0 lead over Attleboro in the third inning, and Eby cleared the bases with a 3-run double to left field.
A 3-run double on an 0-2 count with 2 outs and no runs in.
Wow.
Taunton was 1 strike away from leaving that inning 4-0. There's a hit.
Into right field. Hitting third base. Here comes Ruthier. Throw is cut off.
Diving in the home plate is Ruthier.
Oh, look at all the black rubber pellets on home plate.
She's got a full tire now on her uniform. Does Taunton have a turf field at home like the baseball team does? So no. All right, so the baseball team's got the turf field.
I know Coach
the softball
Consalvi,
team's got a dirt field.
Yeah, was telling me today. Anyway, scoring is Ruthier. So 4 RBI now for the junior Lauren Eby, and she's 2 for 3.
Running the score now to 8-6 with nobody out. Sarah Mayer up. Sarah's 2 for 2, a bunt single and a single to right and an RBI. Sarah was cut down on a nice play by the Taunton catcher. Showing bunt, she gets hit.
Oh gosh, and
She gets hit in the
knee's
foot.
okay.
I think she got hit in the foot, if I had to guess.
Oh, that's Mayer. I'm sorry.
That's Sarah Mayer. Yep.
She's got an RBI today, 2 for 2. A very awkward jump trying to get out of the way of that ball.
I don't see Taunton making the argument. I'm keeping my voice low.
Yeah.
Technically, she offered at the ball. She never pulled away.
They called that a ball?
No, they called it hit by pitch.
Oh, okay.
But you could if you're Taunton, you could make the argument. You've seen batters swing and get hit, and it's a strike because they swung. She really got hit hard there on the foot.
Or landed awkwardly. Coach Homer looking very, very concerned.
I see the car carrying Pat Dunn, the athletic trainer, is coming over.
We're going to take a break here and not speculate. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, a run in for Attleboro, so it's 8-6 in favor of Taunton on Dawn. AACS 15 Sports.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in-store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Getting to her feet and down to first base under her own power is at least two sport athletes, Sarah Mayer. Good to see. So it was off her foot.
Yeah, it looked like Pat Dunn, the athletic trainer, was looking at her left foot. And I think when she jumped and it was a fastball, and it caught off the foot. So that's it's not a lot of protection on your foot. So she ran down the first. That was encouraging.
Eby, who's 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs, now at second base. Mayer, with that hit by pitch, is now 2 for 2 still with an RBI. So Attleboro with 6 runs on 8 hits. And here comes Riley Camacho, came into the game hitting .556.
And looks at strike one on the outside corner with a little bit of movement from the new pitcher, Larson, Kate Larson, the freshman.
Riley's flown out to right field and fouled out to the catcher on a nice play by DeMora.
Ooh, right up the middle.
Right up the middle for a base hit. Eby is held at third base because they're not going to challenge the arm of Lynch.
I was just going to ask you, too, can you courtesy run, and I wish I knew this 100%, I'll check on it later, twice for the same person? Because the courtesy ran for Lauren Eby with Emily Quillia back in the third, and I thought they might do the same thing there. And I think, take nothing away from Lauren, there's just faster runners on the bench. And I wonder if a faster runner would have scored or if they would have played a conservative with nobody out. Stepping up, Maddie Moran.
Freshman, slow roller to third base. They go home to record the out at home. So bases loaded. First pitch swinging. Moran reaches first on a fielder's choice. Out at the plate is Eby, 5-2 if you're scoring at home.
And why wouldn't you be? It looks like we might have a
first out of the
courtesy
inning.
Runner. Oh, no, a pinch hitter. Ari Amaral is pinch hitting for Paige Quillia.
Okay.
Ari Amaral comes into Paige walk and bunted. Pop-up out to third base in her 2 at-bats. We'll see if she's reinserted. Ari's 1 for 4 in the air.
Slow curveball popped up to the pitcher. Throws home, down to first, safe at first. So 2 outs recorded at the plate. You rarely see that. And that was the pitcher, right?
Yeah, 1-2.
So 1-2, second out. So now at third base is Camacho. At second base is Moran. And on 2 pitches, they go from bases loaded, 2 out, nobody out, to bases loaded, 2 outs. Whoops.
And a ball away, 1-0 to Emily Eby. Attleboro does have a run this inning.
Another fielder's choice there. Bunt, single, and run scored for Emily, and struck out looking on a great pitch by Mendonca. Outside from Kate Larson.
She had an inkling of going, held up on the swing, so 2-0, good hitters count. Third baseman moves back. Emily's got some decent speed. If she felt comfortable and Homer felt comfortable, she could do like a drag or push bunt down the third base line with the third baseman back just a little bit. Ball high.
Right
no
over
advancement.
over the head of Emily. 3-0. Boy, not great defense by Taunton there in this inning.
Camacho on third, Moran on second, and Amaral on first. Emily Eby in the driver's seat. 3 balls, no strikes, bases loaded. Looking to take all the way here, I'm assuming. Does, and ball 4. And a walk. Walks in a run. That's great at bat for Emily
RBI
Eby.
for
Emily Eby turning the order over. So it's 8-7 now.
scoring is Camacho. 1-run game.
Moran moves to third, Amaral to second, Emily Eby on first for Lindsay Perry. Lindsay's 2 for 3 on the day. First time facing Carlson, the freshman.
Has a run not batted in. Where did her hit go in the 4th inning? Called strike.
Okay, her hit on the 3rd inning with the left, and her hit in the 4th inning with the right center.
There we go.
Over the second baseman's head, kind of angled that way.
Yep.
Down 0-1, bases loaded. Attleboro 2 runs in, looking to tie the game for the 3rd time this game.
Breaking ball. Oh, off the arm of the umpire.
I got a 10 on the flinch scale.
Yeah.
That's my biggest one.
Well, you were thrown off because
it deflected off the umpire's arm.
Ray Tuchero. Hope he's okay. He's a real man.
I'm fine, but he's going to be in some pain. He's going to have a bruise there tomorrow.
Why? And he's flexing. He graduated high school in 1975.
Tough old coot.
Exactly. Ball outside, 1-2.
We've seen that call the strike today. I'm not saying it is.
Yep.
Not saying it isn't. 1-2 to Perry. Runners will be off on contact, giving them a slight advantage on the Taunton defense.
Got a comment on that shot off his arm in baseball in the 70s in a second. Fastball fouled off to the right. When I was playing in the 70s, did they still have this when you were playing in the 80s? The cans of freeze spray?
Yes.
So when you got hit by a pitch or a foul ball, they'd spray the
Yeah, they carried it. It was part of the first aid kit.
Oh. But I got a great story about what us bench warmers used to do. Breaking ball stays high. 2-2?
2-2.
To Lindsay Perry. 8-7 Taunton in the bottom of the 5th. Hasn't been the quickest game all year, but I don't care. It's been a fun one. We've been here.
And even though there's a lot of runs scored, it's been well played, too. Good fundamentals.
2 real good hitting teams. Oh, that's lashed in the left center field. Against the wall. 1 run is in.
Oh, she fell going around first.
2 runs are in. Here comes a 3rd run. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers have a 2-run lead.
I hope she's laughing.
Lindsay Perry clears the bases as she has a smack into left center field. Tripped over first base, so it's only a single. Wow.
And based on the injury to her sister, I'm happy to see her laughing.
Yes.
Going around the base. She tripped and fell. So that's Pesky held the balls, scoring for first on a single. Should have been a double. Look for a potential steal. Get her down to second. She's clearly okay. She just tripped going around first and did not risk going into second. But more importantly, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5th run this inning for Attleboro as they take a 10-8 lead.
Wow, I wonder when is the last time the Taunton Tigers gave up 10 runs?
Well, I mean, they've given up 14 on the year coming into this game.
I think
that's
it was 1782 or 1783.
The day softball was invented, probably.
Yes, the last time Taunton gave up 10 runs in a game. 9th batter of the inning, Kayla Goldrick, has struck out twice and been robbed on a great catch by the Taunton right fielder, Bizarro. 0-1 this at-bat to Kayla.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Goldrick can hit it where she hit it last time, it might drop in. If Bizarro is well off the line in right field, they're definitely playing Goldrick to pull.
High. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kayla. 5 runs this inning for the Bombardiers on 1, 2, 3. 3 hits.
3 hits. And again, Attleboro with 2 outs takes advantage of the bases loaded situation and with 2 strikes.
Called strike.
Much like Eby did with her bases clearing double, Perry had, well, it should have been a bases clearing double, bases clearing single, which you don't hear that too often. off the fence.
1 and 2, the Bombardiers now 10 runs, 10 hits. Larson's pitch hit to third base. Tough play for Romero in time. Oh, beautiful play by the third baseman for Taunton, Ashley Amaro. But the damage is done for the Bombardiers as they score 5 runs on just 3 hits and take a 10-8 lead after 5 innings of play.
Yeah, one person left on base, and like you said, it is now 10 to, well, a lot of math here.
Yeah.
10-8 going into the top of the 6th.
We'll be right back.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. We head to the top of the 6th. The Bombardiers are ahead of the Taunton Tigers, the defending state champions, 10-8. For Taunton, we've got Ashley Amaro, who just had the fine defensive play. Looks at ball 1 high. She's grounded out to second and had a sacrifice bunt where she reached on a fielder's choice.
Batting in the 9-hole, 0 for 1 with a sack. Real nice play at third base, reading that short hop and throwing around at first.
Ball low, and you look at Ashley, because we're so close, has those hands loose around the bat.
I like that, too, because you can't swing without tightening your hands, so there's no need to go in with a tight grip.
Yep. Here comes Ruthier's pitch. That's high. Again, I should let the umpire make the call before I tell you what it is. 3-0.
Just a second 3-ball batter for Ruthier today.
Said that about that ball 4 high. Get it over with.
That's her first walk of the day.
Her first walk, and only 4th of the season. That was Lily Ruthier's mom.
Yep, Rachel.
Basketball coach, played at UConn and Bridgewater State. Strike 1 to the leadoff batter, Kayla Plum. She had a bunt single in the first and scored. She had a bunt single in the second and scored. Stolen base both times as well, and a 4-3 sacrifice bunt earlier. Turns to bunt. It's a beauty. Ruthier fields it on her knees. Flips to Camacho, covering at second. So 2 base hits and 2 sacrifice bunts.
But 4 bunts on the day, because those were bunt singles earlier.
So now we know why Plum is the leadoff hitter, and last year's leadoff hitter, Angie Lynch, serving as a second leadoff hitter down in the 7th spot. Whoops, I put that in the wrong place.
Why?
All right, sacrifice bunt.
Now batting the catcher.
3. So moving to second was Amaro.
And this Demura comes up now.
Demura, junior catcher. Base hit, stolen base, scored a run in the first, knocked in a run with a base hit to center field in the second, and grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. We're in the top of the 6th, 10-8 Bombardiers.
And as Taunton gets to that 2, 3, 4 hitters, I wouldn't expect a bunt here. Looking to be aggressive and score on a base hit.
Foul off to right field towards the Taunton bus. Gets it on 1 hop. 0-1. Again, Taunton in the 2nd year, Coach Carrie Consalvi. Kind of coach who can be intense, who can be fun, really knows the game, teaches her team great fundamentals. She was a heck of a player at Quabbin Regional High School. Ball low, 1-1, where she won a state championship in field hockey above and beyond her softball prowess. Played at Sacred Heart and also my alma mater, Bridgewater State College, the Harvard of Southeastern Mass.
Field hockey, that's that sport where they just blow the whistle a lot, right?
Especially Foul down the right field line. 1 and 2 to the catcher, Demora. On deck is freshman Brooke Aldrich, who scored 2 runs today. 10-8, bottom of the 6th. 9 hits on the day for the Tigers.
Slash.
Ooh, by Camacho. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to be a double for the fleet-footed Demora.
Under the fence.
That's a ground rule double. Scoring from second base is Ashley Amaro. It's 10-9.
Oh, you didn't think this game was going to end at 10-8, did you?
Yeah.
On a 1-2 pitch.
That's a ground rule double.
Ground rule double as it rolls under the fence.
And an RBI.
And that's her second RBI of the game.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
And 10th hit of the game for the Tigers.
Tying run comes, sorry, the go-ahead run comes to the plate.
Yep. Ball 1 to Brooke Aldrich, and on the pass ball, moving to third base is Demora. So 1-0 to Brooke Aldrich. She's walked and scored, grounded out to short, and a base hit to center field, stole a base and scored last inning.
Tying run stands 60 feet away.
Lofted into short right field. That's going to be a base hit. We're tied at 10. Clutch hitting. And again, all the rockets we've had hit in this game, that was not a particularly well hit ball, but a well-placed ball.
Very well placed.
Tied at 10.
You know, this is the old saying, cliche, put the ball in play, good things happen.
Yep.
And that's what both teams are doing. They put the ball in play, and that's why we have 20 runs combined.
11 hits now for
goes.
Taunton. And that's going to be a stolen base for Aldrich.
Ball 1. The go-ahead run stands at second base in scoring position. Wow. Taunton's done a good job of only, 3 people left on base in this game.
Fouls it back, 1-1.
Yes, 1 ball, 1 straight.
Yeah, Ava reached in a fielder's choice in the first. Flew out or lined out to Mayer in the third. Leaping catch out there, and flew out to left in the 5th. Has a chance to give the Tigers the lead back.
Big gap in right center field if she can hit it.
Hard ground ball. Goldrick across the diamond. Throw is low. Gets by Eby. Scoring and giving Taunton the lead back is Casey Demora. Or tying it.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
That's the third run, so it's 11 to 10. Timeout on the play.
Oh, that run already scored.
Called on an error on Goldrick or
yeah,
EB? Goldrick
no, that was low throw.
Okay.
So all the way to second base. It's going to call that an E5.
So 1 out, runner on second for Haley Crockta.
Wow. Came into the game hitting .609. Fouls that off. 0-1. She has a fielder's choice for an RBI. A single to left field. And an RBI single to left field in the 5th.
And scored a run in the 5th as well.
Right.
So raised her .609 average coming in with a 2 for 3 day. Yes.
Where's Mr. Blue Pride today? Mark LaFontaine. Who's chasing down the foul balls?
Maybe he's at the freshman game.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Low, nice stop by the catcher, Miranda. 1-1. Clean up hitter, 5th batter up for Taunton.
1 of 6 players with a home run this year for Taunton. By contrast, Attleboro has one home run, I believe, on the season for Kayla Goldrick.
2 if you count the scrimmages.
Oh.
Short pop up, second base, making the catch is Riley Camacho. 2 outs.
A big out there.
So Taunton takes the lead back, 11-10.
Kylie Thorpe now batting, bunted twice so far.
Yep.
Today, struck out in her first at bat. So 0 for 1 on the day with 2 sacrifice bunts. University of New Haven bound player. It's a ball 1 low.
Yep. By the way, her mom with the camera, she's the unofficial team photographer, although it's a beautiful camera. I think she lied to us. She said, no, it wasn't you guys talking too much that drove me away.
Just being polite.
Yes, I was going to say she said that, but then shortly after vacated the area. Foul ball makes it 1-2.
No, 1-1.
No, 1-1 to Kylie. play at New Haven.
Yes. Infield back on the dirt grass line. Off.
Well,
that was off Thorpe in the batter's box.
A lot of spin there.
Kind of bounced up and kind of caught a shoulder there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2. Yes. Somehow I accumulated a second pen. I don't remember that. Okay. Ooh, nice bit of hitting there.
Shot into left field, deep into the gap. Run scores.
Throwing the third.
It is 12-10 on the RBI double for Kylie Thorpe, so she can do more than play small ball. Wow.
The 4th run of the inning.
So Attleboro took a 10-8 lead, and now Taunton with a 2-run lead back, 12-10.
We have a pinch hitter, number 5. Which I don't have a 5.
Hold on. Let me try to have a backup roster here. Number 5 is, well, they have Angie Lynch listed at number 5, but Angie wears...
We had her at number 7, didn't we?
No, that's number 5. She's number 5. Okay. So not a pinch hitter.
Sorry, my bad. I thought somebody called her.
You thought.
I thought I heard somebody say.
Every
come on,
time you think you weaken the nation.
I thought I heard a parent say, "Come on, Lindsay."
Okay.
So and maybe they did. Maybe they got the name wrong. No, this is Angie Lynch.
Yep, Angie Lynch struck out swinging, bunt singled, stole a base, scored, and then had a 2-run homer
inside the park.
Yep. Low, nice stop by Miranda, the catcher. 1-0 to Angie Lynch. Covers a lot of ground in center field as well. Oh, there's a shot deep to left field over Eby's head. Ground rule double. Oh, what a blast. So she's shown her power in the last 2 at-bats.
And Taunton answers Attleboro's 5-run bottom of the 5th with a 5-run top of the 6th, and Coach Homer calling timeout. Attleboro does have, if they're going to replace Ruthier, they could go back to Lindsay Perry. They also have right fielder Paige Qualia, and they also have first baseman Lauren Eby listed as pitchers on their roster. Paige has received the most experience pitching at the JV level, and Lauren, I know, is doing pitching lessons in the off season.
Yep.
And it looks like they're going to Lindsay Perry as she's running into the dugout, presumably to get another glove.
So for Taunton, 5 runs this inning on 4 hits. So they now have 13 runs on 13 hits. We'll take a break and be back on AACS 15 Sports.
W.H. Riley is here when it comes to heating your home or business this winter. W.H. Riley & Son always welcomes new customers. They're a family-run business serving the Attleboro area since 1873. They offer heating oil and propane with 24-hour emergency service. For more information, you can contact them at 508-699-4651 or their website, whriley.com. W.H. Riley & Son, 35 Chestnut Street, North Attleboro, a company Greater Attleboro residents have called on since 1873. J Carwash, located just past the Attleboro line on Route 123 in Norton, is available for all your vehicle cleaning needs. Open every day, beginning at 8 a.m., J has the equipment to clean your vehicles inside and out, from 24-hour heated self-service bays to full detailing service and hand sanitizer for your personal needs. For more information, you can contact them at 508-223-3278 or on their website at ljcarwash.com.
Welcome back to AACS. Ball 1, Lindsay Perry is in. Hold on, go ahead, Kevin.
Yep, facing Larson, Kate Larson, the pitcher. So This is her first at bat. Ball low. They threw down the third because it looked like Lynch might have been trying to take third. Did not. 2 outs. Now she's going to take third on a pass ball from Miranda. Lindsey Perry really quick coming in. A 1-2 record, a 2.95 ERA in 19 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts and just 1 walk.
Wow.
Pitched effectively against Bishop Fian on Wednesday.
Breaking ball misses outside. 3-0.
3-0 to Kate Larson, the freshman.
So Lindsay only 1 walk all season?
All season in 19 innings.
Wow. And it's 3-0 now. Taunton with a 13-10 lead. Called strike 3-1 to Mundonka. Grounded out to short, popped out to first, and flew out to center.
Attleboro's defense is back. We still got Camacho at second, Eby at first.
Yep.
Just looking to see what other changes. Looks like there's a walk.
Ball 4 low. Second walk of the season for Lindsey Perry.
And it looks like Sarah Mayer went into third. And I think Ruthier went to center.
Okay.
Goldrick slid over to shortstop.
All right.
Everything else, Quayle is still in right. Emily Eby is in left. So that was kind of cluttered there, but I think we got the changes in. Basically, third, short, pitcher, and center field all kind of rotated.
So number 5
comes in from center field.
That's Mayer to play third base.
And Ashley Amaro is out. She led off this inning.
Yep.
Watch for Taunton to do a delayed steal here, even with 2 outs, to see if they can confuse Attleboro.
Runners on first and third.
Amaro led off this inning with a walk.
Yep.
Only walk of the game by Ruthier.
Well, I flinched, rats.
You get a 10 out of 10.
I got a 10 out of 10 on
and
that
you
flinch.
made me flinch, so I have to give myself a 1.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to hit me.
Yeah, sorry. So this is Amaro. What's the count?
0-2.
Thank you.
Amaro's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt on the day. With an RBI in the second, it was a suicide squeeze.
Yeah.
So she reached on a fielder's choice.
Foul off
the catcher and the umpire's leg.
Yeah. Count remains 0-2.
First and third with Larson, the freshman, on first base, and Lynch, the speedy junior, I think, on third.
High runner
goes, and they're going to give her second because of the respect they have for Lynch at third.
Exactly.
The only thing you could have done if you felt confident was a fake throw or just turn and fire to third base. But even then, she may have broken for home on any throw anywhere.
Foul back.
I'll give it 3, 4 out of 10 on that flinch. I did move.
That hit our table, too. 1-2.
I think the audience, 1-2. I think the audience is as enamored with our flinch scale as we are. Can only hope.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Perry, a little something on that one.
Yeah, that's the fastest fastball I've seen from her going back to the Fian game and today.
5 runs for Taunton on 1, 2, 3, 4 more hits. And they have taken a 13-10 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And I have lost track of where I am here.
Claudino's Auto Repair, located at 310 South Main Street in Attleboro, is celebrating 26 years in the auto and truck repair business. Over the years, John Claudino and his team of mechanics have worked to build a long-lasting rapport with their customers. From oil changes to diagnostics, transmissions, and routine maintenance on foreign and domestic cars and trucks, Claudino's will keep your vehicle running. Claudino's Auto Repair, 508-226-8545, or at claudinosautorepair.com.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with...
Wasn't the marathon on Monday?
Yeah, really. Overplayed umpire Reddy Tutro. Wasn't the marathon on Monday.
Yes.
Long game for softball here.
23 total runs, and we're not done.
Yeah. Bombardiers have 10 runs on 10 hits. Taunton, 13 runs on 13 hits.
And Attleboro looking to make their 4th comeback.
Yeah.
They've enjoyed 1 lead. They've tied it up 3 times. There's a ball low to Ruthier, starting game pitcher, 5 2/3.
Yeah.
6 earned runs. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk is what I had, but I could have been off on that. And Ruthier's now
No,
playing.
I got 2 walks.
Okay, 2 walks.
Yeah.
And She's now playing center field for Attleboro as Lindsay Perry came in the pitch.
Ground ball stays fair. Amaro across the diamond in time. That is a collegiate level play by the Taunton Tigers. Amaro to Crockta.
Yeah, the ball stayed fair. Hustling Ruth there in a tremendous stretch by the first baseman. Crockta. I want to make sure I say her name right.
I haven't done this in a long time, Kevin. This is the third defensive play I've marked with a red star in my book.
As a former first baseman, I can appreciate the split stretch there to get the Hustling Ruth there.
Foul tip into the mid for Eby. Eby's flown out, fouled out to right field on a great catch by Bizarro. 3-run double to left center, 1-run single to right field. She's knocked in 4 runs. She's behind 0-1.
Eby hit an 11 for 25 now on the season. Had the big bases clearing double way back in the third inning.
Kate Larson high. 1-1. Yeah, telling Carol before I left, I drive down from Quincy to do these games. Oh, softball game at 11. I may be home by 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I told my job. I just need 2 hours off.
Yeah. It's 12:56. I lied. Coach Homer knocks it down. Unlike Dave Pagano, team, at least making the effort.
Yeah, Pagano disgustingly just watched the ball go by without even a flinch. It was.
These third base coaches don't realize they're setting an example for the youngsters out there.
Pagano, not a good example. Homer did not get in front of the ball.
Foul back, no flinch that time.
No flinch that time, but it was to your left. If you flinched, I would have had a punch you in the arm.
Rays 0-2. Megan Gordon just walked by. She's second leading scorer in the Hockomock League in basketball, heading to Southern New Hampshire University.
To shoot some hoops. 2-2 to count to EB.
Decided not to play softball this year to concentrate on college. Strike 3 on a heater from Kate Larson. 2 outs for the Bombardiers in the bottom of the 6th. So for Larson, that's her first strikeout?
That's her first strikeout. That is correct.
Yep.
Sarah Mayer is up, 2 for 2 on the day with a walk, bunt single, and a single to right center field, and an RBI. Walked last night, got cut down at the plate on a fielder's choice.
Yeah. Larson gets ready to fire.
Yes.
Ground ball into center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Sarah Mayer. Came in hitting .455.
And is 3 for 3 with a walk today.
Wow.
You didn't think you were going to see a clean 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, exactly, really.
We came close once when there was a runner throw out the plate. They faced 3.5 batters. Paige Qualia restarted the inning. No 1-2-3 innings for Taunton.
For either. Yeah. So Attleboro's 11th hit of the game. They trail 13-10. Called strike.
Pick off
part of this back in time is Mayer. 0-1 to Camacho, who's flown out to right, fouled out to the catcher, and a base hit to center field, a run scored.
I learned from last game that to not put my head down to keep marking my book.
High. 1-1. Kevin, this game has taken so long. As soon as this ends, I am sprinting to the porta potty. Or maybe to the woods that are closer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Too much information, folks. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw to first. Diving back in time. Plenty of time is Mayer.
Oh, she called timeout. That's why she took her hand off the base.
Oh, okay.
I panicked there for a second.
And again, looking to the bench to get the pitch selection.
If John Purdom happens to be listening, I will make sure, and this is only for John, that Paul does not do a Claude. I'll explain that to Paul off air.
Ground ball bubbled at second base. That's going to be an error. So Attleboro with 2 runners on, trailing 13-10 here in the bottom of the 6th. E4.
Stepping up to the plate now is a freshman and birthday girl, Maddie Bosch, turning 15 today. Her and her twin brother.
Maddie Moran.
Maddie Moran. That's it, Maddie Bosch. Maddie Moran.
Yeah.
I tell you, those bad habits that you have are just seeping over. The good habits never seep in. It's always the bad habits, just like in sports.
Yeah.
Who knew on broadcasting?
Swing and a miss on a heater from Larson. 0-1 to Moran, who struck out looking, walked and scored. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored.
Good cut there by Moran, just missed it. Looked like maybe a riser as he just came in under it. Checking their arm for all the information.
Yeah. Foul back.
This looks important.
Uh-oh, that come off our camera?
Yeah.
And something that hit right below our camera. I'm
This
not
looks
sure
important.
if we're on the air right now.
Fortunately, the ladder's still here.
Yeah, hopefully the volume is still coming through. Swing and a miss.
Swinging strike, strike 3. So Attleboro leaves 2 runners on base that inning. 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. And Peter Bray comes over and plugs something in.
Yeah.
That's electricity, so you have to plug it in too.
Oh,
Turn it on too after you do that. You didn't turn it on.
okay, well, that's why we got the 2-man team of Peter Bray and Dave Angel.
Yes.
One plugs things in, the other one turns it on. What a team.
Are you sure, it's, as your grandmother used to say, are you sure it's plugged in, dear? We'll be right back on AACS 15 Sports. We head to the top of the 7th inning, 13-10, Taunton.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan, Dave Angel, the birthday boy right next door, fixing our camera on top of a ladder. Peter Bray running our graphics. We head to the top of the 7th, 13-10 Taunton in a very, very, very long but entertaining softball game.
Strike 1 to Kylie Plum.
The leadoff hitter, she's bunted all 4 times at the plate. She's bunted twice for singles, twice for sacrifices. She scored 2 runs.
To give a shout out to Attleboro South again, St. Augustine. Ball low to George and Muffy Bosch, watching and supporting Mary Bosch.
I want to
from
say
St.
hello to
Augustine.
Muffy. To heck with George.
We know Papa Hull's listening also, and possibly Donna Hull, his wife, in St. Augustine.
Base
Slash.
hit down the left field line. A left-hander slashes it that
One to
way.
second.
That'll be an easy double for Kayla Plum. She is now 3 for 3, but has reached, 3 for 3. Wow.
And if she hadn't bunted so many times in leading Mayer, the third baseman, probably would have been more even with the bag. If she's even with the bag, she probably makes that catch. But it was slashed as a lefty right over her head, tucked inside the left field line. By the time Emily E.B., she got there quick and fired it in. Too late, double.
That ball is popped up to right by Demora. Out of, caught it on one hop.
Does that count as a half an out?
Or I guess caught it off the fence.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a foul ball to Demora, now 0-1. Demora singled and scored in the first, drove in a run with a single to center in the second, grounded out to shortstop in the fourth, and had an RBI double in the sixth. Fouls that off to right field.
To the bus. No, the
off
bus.
the bus.
We know who the bus driver is, the one with the both hands on top of his head going, oh no, I'm responsible for that.
They ran out of buses in Taunton today, so the team got to take a luxury bus.
Yes. Traveling in luxury from Taunton to Attleboro.
Yeah.
0-2 with a runner on second.
Oh, that's blasted into left center field. Ooh. Diving is Ruth here, can't make the catch. That gets to the wall. 1 run will score. That's a triple. A triple for Demora for another RBI. 14-10 Taunton. Wow.
And the way this game is going, it's a huge insurance run for Taunton with another huge run on third base to take a 14-10 lead. Brooke Aldrich, freshman with 2 home runs on the year, steps to the plate.
15 hits now for Taunton.
Attleboro's corners are in. The middle infielders are back.
First pitch swinging. That lofts into left center field for a base hit. Ruthier drops it.
Going to second.
Moving to second. So that's going to be a base hit for Brooke Aldrich, and then moves to second on the E7.
8.
E8, yes. Center field is 8.
It's a new numbering system.
Yeah. All right, Weisenheimer. All right, so
glad you gave me permission to correct you.
Yeah, we'll tell
in our
that
first
story
game.
at some point. So 2 runs have scored?
Yes. Curveball spins away from Destiny Miranda.
Moving
Pass
to third.
ball.
Yep.
Ball 1. A lot of motion on that ball. That's a tough ball to catch. Outside, though.
2 more runs, so it's 15-10 Taunton here in the top of the 7th. And they've got 3 hits this inning?
They have 3 hits this inning.
And so it's, whoops. That's lofted up towards second base. Wind is playing tricks with it, but making the catch is Camacho. 1 out. So that was Ava Venturelli.
Yes.
And Ava was 1 for 4 on the day. She came in hitting .529 with 4 homers. This brings up Haley Croxton, the first baseman, who's made a couple of really nice defensive plays.
Yeah, good stretches at first base.
Low. That's going to be a wild pitch, and that's going to score the 16th run of the game. Boy, is Taunton so decisive. I mean, on the base paths. So ball 1 to Haley. Haley's driven in a couple of runs, and she's 2 for 4. Swing and a miss. Can't lay off the high ones.
A high heat.
Yeah.
Tell you one of the things I like about the the Attleboro programs, Taunton softball program. With all the Division I, Division II, Division III college-bound players, you don't have to go spend thousands to get the look. The college people are coming to these games. Yeah. You can go to Division I, coming out of Taunton, coming out of Attleboro.
Fouled off to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haley.
You don't have to travel to Arizona and California and Texas and Penn and spend 4 years tuition just traveling in the hopes that you'll get seen by somebody who's, you'll be careful.
No, it's crazy. The AAU teams, I don't mind, but all of this travel to all of these tournaments is just crazy. Shot into left field for a base hit. Trust me, folks, if your child, like Haley Croxton, is good enough, the colleges will find you.
Right, word gets out. These coaches have contacts.
4th hit this inning for Taunton. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on all these travel teams. Trust me, if your kid's good enough, college coaches are paid to find talent. They'll find you.
I do enjoy one travel tournament a year, like going just to someplace different. But you know that going into it because it's fun. It is team building, and it's a ball high to Kylie Thorpe, the New Haven bound.
Yep. So 3 hits on the day now for Haley Croxton. Kylie Thorpe is 1 for 4. Run scored, fouls that back. It's 1-1.
So there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. 1 out, 1 on, 3 runs in.
4 more hits, so 17 hits now for Taunton. Wow.
As it's warmed up, so hasn't Taunton's bats.
Yeah.
Going deep into the bank there for some cliches.
Fouls that off. Okay, they've been going after our camera the last couple innings.
Exactly.
Peter Bray in the truck is laughing. This is like a concerted effort. They got sick of making us flinch with those low foul balls. Now they're
going after the GoPro 7.
Yeah. Lindsey Perry winds, takes something off that, ground ball to short, bobbled. Wheels coming off a little bit for the Bombardiers. That's an E6. 3rd Bombardier error in the game.
So 1st and 2nd, 1 out, and stepping up is Angie Lynch. The inside the park home run. I think she had an inside the park home run last year against Attleboro in the regular season.
Yeah. Of course, without fences, though.
Right, and that ball just rolled and rolled. It might still be rolling.
Yes, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Angie struck out in the 1st. Bunt, single, and scored in the 4th. Kevin mentioned the inside the park home run to deep left in the 5th for 2 RBIs. Fouls that back. Again, right at our camera. And had a double to left field in the 6th, stranded at 3rd. 0-2 to Angie.
You want to know how long this game is in length of time? The baseball game finished before us.
Wow, that never happens.
And a freshman baseball game, no less.
Wow. We've been at it for 2 hours and 9 minutes now. Fouled back 0-2. When I was umpiring baseball, I used to be so jealous because we'd be in the 4th inning of a baseball game, and the softball umpires will be walking to their cars, giggling at us. But wow, a softball game that took longer than a freshman baseball game. Amazing. Fouled back for Angie 0-2.
The baseball umpires took odds with the softball umpires today, and they're going to clean up.
Again, Bob Simmons on the bases from New Bedford Vocational, class of 68. Ray Tutro behind the plate, Diamond Vocational Regional, class of 75.
Just
Great
off the
deep
plate.
ball,
I would walk
outside.
this ball back to the pitcher circle. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she came so far off the base, you weren't going to pick her off second, and she was tempting her to throw. You walk that ball right back to the circle, which will kill the play once the ball's in the circle if there's no more advancement. And could go foul, but Emily Eady's going to beat on it, and
Makes
she
the
catches
catch.
it in foul territory.
I think she was deeper than the fence.
Tough to tell from our angle, and that section of the fence is down as
Second
well.
out.
But the foul ball out on the 7th pitch of that at bat, leaving the runners at second and third. I think if Crockta had a chance to do it all over again, she would have tagged up from second, knowing that the ball was in foul territory. She should have gone back to second. Not saying she would have tagged up, but at least maybe draw a throw.
Ball high to Kate Larson. Here's her second at bat. She walked and stole a base in the 6th.
Got stranded at second.
Yep. Lindsay Perry outside. 2-0.
Let's Crockta on second base now, and Thorpe on first. Lynch hit that ball foul.
Called strike, low part of the zone. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kate Larson. I'm going to rewrite Larson in my score sheet so I can read it. There we go. Thank you, Paul.
Right
Shot
back
up the middle.
Went
and
for the tag.
safe, an infield hit, bases loaded. Fielded by Goldrick, the shortstop, but beautiful slide into second by Kylie Thorpe to avoid the tag.
Good play by Goldrick once she prevented it from going into the outfield, which would definitely scored another run. But then he dove for the tag, and like you said, a nice slide by Thorpe to avoid the tag. Goldrick could not get back to the base for the force out.
Old-fashioned hook slide.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging, popped up to Eby. That's Ashley Amaro. Ashley had grounded out to second, had a sacrifice bunt, walked and scored and struck out. That's a pop-up to first base. So the top of the 7th, 9 more batters come to the plate, 3 more runs for Taunton on 5 more hits. So Taunton has 16 runs, right, Kevin?
Yes.
On 18 hits. 16 runs, 18 hits for Taunton. Attleboro coming up with 10 runs on 11 hits in the bottom of the 7th in the game that will never end. We'll be right back.
Bristol Glass, 110 North Main Street in Attleboro, has supported local high school sports for many years. Bristol Glass has been chosen for glass replacement projects for home and business for over 60 years. From shower doors to auto glass and mirror replacement, Bristol Glass is ready to do the job. They accept most insurance plans and serve several communities around the Attleboro area. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can contact them at 508-222-5810 and on the web at bristolglass.com.
Does your back hurt after a long night's sleep?
Ow.
Has your mattress seen better days? Is your current bedroom furniture a mixture of different furniture sets? The Bedding Center, located on Pleasant Street and proud sponsor of this radio station and high school sports, offers a wide array of mattresses along with beds, bedroom furniture, and odd-sized mattresses and box springs. You can reach them online at bedding-center.com or by phone at 508-226-8090.
Welcome back to AACS 15 Sports. I'm Paul Healy along with Kevin Callahan.
We do have an update from the baseball game.
Dave Angel, hold on. We'll be editing this broadcast later on our technical crew. Peter Bray running our graphics. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. What's going on in baseball land?
Taunton beat Attleboro 4-0. Varsity baseball 11 a.m. game over in Taunton. Another baseball game to finish before the softball game.
Yeah, really. 16-10, Taunton lead. Call strike to
Ari Amaral.
Yep.
Who was staying in the game for Paige Quellia. Is that a strike you said?
Nope. I think so, yeah.
0-1 to Amaral. That was a hit on the season.
She reached on a fielder's choice and scored. That foul ball right above us. We're getting better. No flinch on that one. 0-2 to Paige.
Oh, Ari. Ari Amaral.
Oh, Ari, thank you. Boy, this Attleboro offense today has put more pressure on this Taunton defense than they've seen in a very, very long time.
They've done in one game what most teams don't do, what they haven't given up all season. Again, Taunton came into the game giving up 14 runs on the game.
In the season.
And Attleboro's put up 10 runs on them today. Through 6 innings. So, again, credit to Attleboro. They've always played them tough.
Yeah. And Katie Larson, the pitcher's heard enough from us during one of her warm-ups. She fired one into the screen, and then her last pitch came back to the screen right next to us. Swing and a miss. Amaral is out on a strikeout. That's the 3rd strikeout for Larson since she entered the game in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Ario with swing at the high heat there. So tough to resist.
Yep. Emily Eby, the freshman left fielder, had a bunt single and scored in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 4th, walked for an RBI and eventually scored in the 5th. Looks at
ball one high, 1-0 to the freshman Eby.
Swing and a miss. Pitch on the high outside edge of the zone.
A little out, but they're anxious, but you can't get all the runs back in one swing. You know, you need runners, need to do what they've been doing all game. Get people on, and then stop moving them around. Like that.
And like that, looped into short left. Venturelli knocks it away. We're not going to call that an error, are we?
No, I was actually thinking double. The way the spin was on it, the way she came in, it bounced and spun really quick. Again, on grass, that's probably a single, and it just kind of dies there. On the turf, it hits with the spin and goes. So it's a one-out double for Emily Eby.
And that's what I was talking to Taunton coach Consalvi about before the game. These techno-turf fields, when those spinning balls, the balls with a lot of English on them, hit this turf, you don't know where they're going to go.
Right.
Top of the order, Lindsay Perry. Strike 1, lower part of the zone. Lindsay's flown out to center, has a base hit to left and scored, an RBI single to right center, and a 3 RBI single to left center, which should have been a double, but she tripped over first base. Pops that up to left field.
Foul. Caught.
Venturelli makes the catch, so that's 2 outs now for the Bombardiers. They're down, 16-10?
Yep. Technically, this was a foul ball, so had it dropped, it would have been a strike. Perry 3 for 5 now on the day.
Yep. Came in hitting 500, so she's still above that.
Yes.
2 outs now for the Bombardiers. Kayla Goldrick, who's been playing with a sore knee today. Struck out swinging, struck out looking, was robbed on a diving catch in left, ground out to 3rd. And that's the game as Aldrich makes the catch behind 3rd base. So for Taunton, they will end up with 16 runs on 18 hits, 3 Attleboro errors. The Tigers let 8 runners on base. Attleboro scores 10 runs, and that was their only, well, it wasn't a 1-2-3 inning. 10 runs on 12 hits, 2 Taunton errors. Attleboro leaves 6 runners on base. Tremendous offensive performance by Attleboro. But unfortunately for the Bombardiers, an even better offensive performance by the defending state champion Taunton Tigers.
Yeah, we saw four lead changes. Attleboro tied it up 3 times. They took the lead once, but Taunton just never stopped, coming at it with the bats. There was only 1 inning that Taunton did not score, and that was back in the 3rd inning. So they scored in 6 of the 7 innings.
What a team.
Incredible team. One of the best in the state. They're going to be there at the end. You have to take the positives out of this, and the positives is the offense. So many runs and so many hits. Again, Taunton came in giving up 14 runs on the season.
Yes.
Averaging just 2 runs a game given up in scoring 13.
Wow.
Well, they matched that offensively, but defensively, Attleboro was really able to put the pressure on them and never quit.
Attleboro drops to 4-3 on the season. Taunton moves to 6-1. Congratulations to Coach Gonsalvi and Taunton and Mark Homer and the Blue Bombardiers. They're edging ever closer to the top teams in the Hockomock League. I'm Paul Healy. He's Kevin Callahan. Dave Angel and Peter Bray are part of our crew. Jim Jones, the engineer in charge. Most of all, we want to thank you for joining us today on AACS 15 Sports.
I can work remote. Come back to say one more thing.
Pardon me?
Sometimes you do that pause and then you come back to finish.
Are you looking for meal options for you and your family? Consider Rico's Subs and Pizza on Route 1 in North Attleboro. Open since 1971 and a proud sponsor of high school sports in the Attleboro area. Rico's cooks up many flavors of pizzas, subs, and calzones, all in store and using fresh ingredients. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays 12 noon to 10 p.m. You can also order ahead by calling 508-695-1296.